What's up? What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Alright, I'm trying to turn this fan off because I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it. I don't know why it doesn't let me. No, I want it off. Jesus Christ. I don't know. How's it going? How's it going? Thank you. I swear to God, this fan is going to be the end of me. I just want the fan to be off. That's all I want. I can't seem to turn it off without turning off the AC in general. I don't know. Alright, should be off. Turn off, turn off. I don't know. Anyways, guys, hope everybody's doing alright. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I'll bring up the first guest in a bit. Okay, now it's blowing harder. Oh my god. God, fuck. Whatever. Alright, it's off now, but the whole AC is off now. Alright. Let me put my headphones on. Alright, whoever's in the box, I'll bring up in a second. Just hold up. Alright. Hi, Luca. How you doing?
How are you?
Good, good. How old are you?
18?
18. Okay. And you support Trump?
Yeah.
Why do you currently support him?
I just feel like there's less crime going on right now than it was
What
a
do you mean?
year ago.
What do you
Less
mean you?
crime than a year.
What do
Less
you mean you?
crime.
What? What do you mean you feel there's less crime? How do you
Like
feel
when I
less
look
crime?
around everywhere, it just feels like there's less crime going on.
But how do you feel crime? Do you think that might be something you should measure?
Yeah.
Okay, so how would you measure that?
Look at the data and the statistics.
Okay, so what does the data and statistics say?
There's less crime.
Where's this data from?
If you search it up,
Search it up where? What's your source? Anyways, keep tapping and sharing. If you guys can send in a heart me, that'd be great. We are looking for opposition. Hopefully he gets the source. I doubt he will. He'll probably just run. Thank you, Kelly. By the way, crime has been going down pretty steadily for quite a long time right now. So you're going to have to show that A, it is the lowest it's ever been, and B, it's that way because of Trump, something that he did.
so
I can't hear you when you're off screen, so I can only hear you when
murder
you're off
has
screen.
dropped 18% in the last year.
Okay, and what did it drop the year before, though, and the year before that? As I already said, I don't know if you heard me, but crime overall has been dropping for quite a long time. Like, on average, it's been going down. Not always year to year, but in general, it has been. So, again, you're going to have to show me that it dropped at, like, a higher rate, and it was because of something I did, whatever. Anyways, we could get to a new guest at 10,000 likes. So if you guys want a new one, just tap a little quicker and we can get to a new guest.
So violent crime went 9% to 5%.
Hmm? Again, I can't hear you when you're off screen.
So, in um, what is it called? In 24 to 25, it was 9% violent crime has dropped, and then in 2023 to 2024, it was only 4.5. So it's gone better in a half.
Okay, what about all the other years? You only labeled 1 year from 23 to 24. And remember, we were coming out of COVID, right? So during COVID, crime did go up a little bit worldwide. So naturally, you're going to see a decrease back to where it was. Again, I'm asking you what Trump did to make this happen. Luca,
Yeah. What did
I'm
Trump
at
do?
yes. What did
His
Trump
ICE
do?
immigration,
Hmm?
his border policy, not policy, but his ICE.
Yeah, and how did that drop crime?
I mean, if you look at the numbers, it has.
No. But how did it drop crime? Nice.
The numbers show it has. What do you mean?
No, I'm asking you how they specifically dropped crime. Like, what did they do to make that happen?
They got rid of criminals and illegal immigrants.
But immigrants commit less crime per capita than U.S. citizens do. So how would getting rid of the group that commits less crime than U.S. citizens, how would that lower crime overall?
Well, I don't know if that's true. Is that true?
It is. You're welcome to look it up. You're welcome to fact check them. They do commit less crime per capita.
They still produce crime though.
Humans in general can commit crime, yes. Thank you, Chris. What I'm saying is, as a whole, they commit less crime per capita. So I'm failing to understand how getting rid of a group that commits less crime per capita would lower the crime rate overall. If anything, that would raise it if you get rid of the group that commits less crime per capita.
Well, they still maybe less, but they still commit crime because there's obviously less people in that group than
That's
everyone
what I'm saying
else.
per capita. That's what I'm saying per capita. Per capita is like a percentage. So it's not based off the totality of them, it's based off the percentage of them.
Yeah, but it might be small, but it's still a group.
Again, if you get rid of a group that commits less crime per capita, right, and you're taking that group away, overall the crime per capita would go up
Why?
because
That's not how it works.
that's how math works. Yeah.
If you get rid of a group that does crime, maybe it's less, and you get rid of it, there will be less.
Yes, I'm talking on a per capita basis. There would be more. Do you know what per capita means? We already went over it.
What is per capita?
Per capita is as a percentage, like per person. So if you have an entire group, I'm gonna have to like make easy numbers here. If an entire group say commits like 20 crimes per 100,000, I'm just making up random numbers here, and
Yeah.
undocumented commit 5 crimes per 100,000 or something like that. If you get rid of that lower group, it's going to raise the overall average.
Oh, I get it now.
Okay. Okay. So I'm asking once again, how did ICE lower the crime rate? Because it couldn't have been that way. And guys, 10,000 likes, we can get to a new guest. Okay, so if you want to step a bit quicker.
Okay. But it's not like ICE is getting rid of everyone. They're just getting rid of some of the crime. Like,
They're not even specifically going after, like, if they wanted to go after the people that commit the most crimes, they're not even doing that, though. But I don't really feel like you're giving me an answer. The real, how did you, whatever.
I'm saying they're getting rid of the legal immigrants that do the crime. So when they get rid of that, that means that 5% drops.
So show me that out of all the people that they have removed, that they're getting rid of people that commit the most crime. Because the data does say otherwise, but you're welcome to try to prove me wrong. They're absolutely not going after specifically the people that are most violent. I think more people would be okay with ICE if they were doing that, but they're not doing that. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a good Friday afternoon. I'll want to keep tapping and sharing. We can get to, I guess, at 10,000 likes, assuming he makes it there. I don't think we're even going to make it to that point. I think it's going to drop, but regardless. And if you're watching on the 2, welcome. If you can like the live and subscribe, that would be helpful as well. Please and thanks. All right, Luke, I can't give you that much longer. People are going to get bored just waiting for you.
Yes, they have been going down.
Huh?
People with crime. The people with crime are the illegal immigrants they're going after.
Where did you get that from?
Yeah.
What? All right, man. Your connection just sucks.
Yeah.
Just come back when your connection's better. We can maybe have a better conversation, but I doubt it. All right. Loading. If you're in a request box, just hang tight. I'll get to you shortly. I don't think this person's going to come up. They're loading. And we're only looking for opposition, by the way. So if you do agree with me, make sure you drop in our request box. Thank you, Esther. I appreciate you. All right, you're loading too much. Steve. Is this the Steve that I'm thinking of? Hi, Steve. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just need to know your age for TikTok terms of service.
56.
Okay, cool. And did you happen to vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
All right. So he said he would lower gas and groceries. Okay, so he said he would lower gas and groceries on day one, and the main reason why people voted for him, per the exit polls, was the economy. So why hasn't he done any of the things that he said he would?
Well, because it's only been a year and a half. Name me a politician that did anything on day one.
Then why did he say he would do it on day one?
I can show you. Every politician says that, sir. Are you serious? Every politician says that they're going to lower prices, they're going to lower taxes, they're going to lower. Are you serious right now?
Tell me where Biden or Obama said that they would lower gas and groceries on day one.
If I show you a video right now where you can completely concede to that and never mention that again.
Yeah, if you show me that, I will admit that they did that, and I will say, So if you show me a video of Biden saying that he would lower gas and groceries on day one, I will say he was wrong about that.
Why do you have to stipulate on day one?
Because that's what Trump said. Because that's what Trump said he would do.
Are you really going to go off to semantics like that and be
It's not semantics. It's not semantics. Trump said that. Did Trump say day one? Yes or no?
Yes, he did. Who cares?
Okay. So you're just okay with him lying straight to your face for a vote?
Absolutely. That's
why you guys are cucks. That's why you guys are cucks.
Yeah. Okay. You're telling this last kid.
All right. So he hasn't done it yet. So it's been a year and a half. Are we going to have to wait the entire 4 years for him to do it?
Well, how is Biden during his year and a half point?
Biden's not president right now. Biden's not president right now. Tell me about Trump and how he's going to lower it up.
You guys
I don't bring up Biden. You guys are obsessed with Biden. You have Biden's derangement syndrome. I haven't brought him up once.
Biden. Okay. You just did.
Because I had to respond to you, Steve. That's how a conversation works.
Right. So your defense was Biden.
No, again, it wasn't. So once again, tell me how Trump's going to lower. So tell me how Trump is going to lower gas and groceries.
Well, gas is definitely going to go lower when this whole Iran thing is over. He had it lower before the Iran war started. He had it lower than Biden ever had it.
Okay, so what did Trump do to lower it?
See, that's what you guys always do. So you don't give him credit for lowering it.
I give credit.
Raising it. And now when it goes low again, you're not going to give him credit for it, right?
I give credit to people who do something to make it occur. Okay.
Right.
So as you should as well. You should give credit to somebody who puts in a policy, who does something that makes an event happen. That's when you should give credit to someone.
Not a policy, but
I'm aware. So tell me what Trump did to lower gas up until the Iran war.
Right now,
but we didn't have to
$77 a barrel.
Okay, so we're talking about the price at the pump because that's what people pay.
People
don't care about the price. It
doesn't happen overnight, Junior. It doesn't happen overnight.
Then he shouldn't have said that he would do it overnight.
But he did, actually. Before the war in Iran started, he did have it lower than Biden.
Again, these aren't football stats, so you got to tell me what Trump did to make that happen. Yes, these are important things, Steve.
Was it lower? Point blank? Was it lower or not?
Can I show you the chart of gas being at its peak and Trump coming in at the very end of it lowering? Can I show you that?
Show me what Biden's gas was when he ended in January.
But again, when Biden left office, it was $3.19 nationwide.
Okay.
Currently, we're close to 4.
Trump
Currently, we're close to 4. Currently, we're close to 4.
But what was that before
Steve,
Iran war?
But Steve, we have to talk about what they did to make it happen. Steve,
right?
Okay?
It's called the war in Iran.
Okay, so tell me what Trump did. So it was 319. So a little bit before the war, it was 303. Okay,
wow,
so tell me what
Trump. Right?
Tell me what Trump did to make that happen. You can't just stay in office and have a price happen and say, "Hey, I take credit for it." Tell me what Trump did.
Why not? You guys blame him for when it goes up.
Tell me what Trump did. Yes, when we go to war when we go into a useless war, yeah, that's going to be his fault.
Your opinion is a useless war, but I'm sorry, I don't want Iran having nuclear weapons.
They want it. Our own intelligence said that he did.
Oh, yeah, because you're the
you
expert.
You don't listen. Our own intelligence is the expert, and they said otherwise.
No. Oh, yes. Some crazy blot lady that fucking quit said so. That's what you guys live your life off.
So tell me what Trump did to lower gas and groceries.
His term's not over yet.
Tell me what he did to bring it down to 303 prior to the war.
Well, obviously, pump more oil. Obviously, get
more
better
oil.
Deal. Yeah.
Can you show me that he pumped more oil?
You're telling me they're not pumping more in the U.S. than they were under Biden?
I just want you to show me that. That's the reason.
Drill.
Steve, I understand what his slogans are. I want you to show me where these things happen.
Well, I'm on the phone, but you can Google very simply how much oil did the U.S. drill in the last year and a half compared to Biden's last year and a half.
So if we go off production,
easy Google.
So if we go off production of oil, that wouldn't necessarily be it, because even when gas hit its peak of $5, even when gas hit its peak of $5 in 2022, we were producing more oil than ever at that point. So clearly, that can't be the reason why gas goes down or up.
Where do we buy most of our oil from, sir?
You're not responding to anything I'm saying. You're saying it's because of the production of oil.
Where do we buy most of our oil from?
Steve, I just want you to tell me what Trump did to make this happen. That's it. That's all I'm asking. It's a basic question.
Why do you, but
and if you can't, yes. No, but those things don't matter. I'm talking about what he did to make something happen, Steve.
I don't give a fuck what he did. Did it go down? Yes or no?
But then, Steve,
did it go down? Yes or no? Answer the question. Did it go down? Yes or no?
Steve, then you can't say Trump lowered gas. You're not allowed to say that then if you can't give me the answer. So if you can give me the answer as to how Trump got gas down to 303 prior to the war.
Say that because did it go down? Yes or no?
How did he lower it? Tell me what he did.
I don't care. Did it go down? Yes or no?
But then voting for him doesn't lower it because you're not telling me a reason as to how he lowered it.
That makes no sense. That is the most idiotic argument ever.
Steve, you can't just be in office and have an event happen and say, hey, I did it, okay? By that logic, Trump created COVID because he was in office when it happened. I'm using your logic. I'm using your logic. COVID happened when Trump was in office, therefore he did it.
Okay, you're the Mr. Genius. You tell me, what did Trump do to make it go down to 313?
You're the one who's claiming it. You need to tell me.
Wait, you can't come up with an answer either, can you?
This is on you, Steve. You're the one making the claim.
I don't have to. I'm fine with it going down. I don't care how it goes down.
Okay, but then you can't say Trump did it.
Well, then who did it then?
Are you telling me that a specific person controls gas? We're
Biden
not talking about Biden. We're not talking about Biden.
Who did it then?
Steve, if you think a singular person controls gas, then we can't have a basic conversation.
Then why do you blame it on a singular person when it goes up?
Oh my God, Steve. Did the war cause it to go up, yes or no?
Yes.
Did Trump bring us into the war?
Okay,
yes.
So when the
war Trump caused it to go up.
Low.
Therefore, Trump caused it to go up. It's basic logic, man.
Okay, so in that logic, when the war is over and it goes down even lower than it was before, is that because of Trump?
We'll see if he did something to make it happen.
But answer the question. Will that be because of Trump?
We will have to see if he did something to make it happen.
Yes or no question. Will that be because of Trump?
All right, let's get to the next one. Guys, we're looking for opposition, please. Keep tapping and sharing. That was a very circular conversation. Oh my God.
Can you answer his question?
Hey, how old are you?
30. Can you answer his question?
No, we're talking to you now. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay. He said he would lower gas and groceries on day one. How come he hasn't done so?
Yeah. So you guys said that the president doesn't control the gas prices, right? Isn't that what you guys said?
Why hasn't Trump lowered gas and groceries? He said he would do it on day one.
You guys said when we talked to you about Biden, when Biden was in presidency, you guys said he does not control gas prices.
Why didn't
The oil
Biden? Why didn't
companies
Trump
control the gas prices.
Why didn't Trump lower gas and groceries? He said he would do it on day one.
You guys said the president
Grizzly.
doesn't control gas prices.
Trump said he would lower it on day one. Why didn't he?
You guys said he doesn't control them.
Grizzly. Trump said he would do it on day one. Why didn't he? Answer the question.
He didn't say he would lower them. He said
he said he would lower it on day one. He specifically said that. I wouldn't be.
He did not.
You think I just made up that out of nowhere? He said on day one he would lower them. He specifically said that. I promise you, he did.
I didn't hear him say that.
Well, you don't pay attention to things like that. It doesn't matter if you heard it. He still said it. And he hasn't done so. I don't give a shit if you heard it. He still said it. It was something that he said, and you're not willing to hold the guy accountable. You would easily hold Biden accountable if Biden said that, but you're not doing it with Trump. Why not?
Because if I didn't hear him say it, you gotta show me proof that he said it.
You want me to show you a quote of him saying it?
If you show me the whole clip, yeah, not just part of clip.
You know, it's very easy to look these things up. You can just literally type in, Trump said lowering gas and groceries on day one, and you'll be able to find the quote. Like, these things aren't very difficult. You text me the video? Let me see. Where's my phone at? I'll get you the video. Hold on. Someone texted it to me. Where did I bring my phone? Anyways, why aren't you willing to hold him accountable? Where the fuck's my phone at? Hey, I'm asking you a question. Hey, I'm asking you a question. Are you there?
What?
Why aren't you willing to hold him accountable? And I got the video for you right here. Thank you, RJ.
Oh, I hold him accountable for everything.
Okay, so when I show you this, you're gonna go ahead and say that he was wrong about it?
I don't hold him accountable for gas prices. I hold
I got it for you. Hold on, I got it for you. Got it for you.
So when I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one. A vote for Trump means your groceries will be cheaper. We're going to bring prices way down, and we're going to get it done fast. We're going to bring down prices of everything. We're going to get the energy prices down almost immediately.
All right, is that enough for you?
energy prices, bud.
He said on day one, you weren't listening. It was the very first thing he said. Go ahead and listen again.
I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one. A vote for Trump means your...
So he was wrong about that, right? He lied?
That was a whole bunch of clips put into one.
Grizzly,
okay?
he lied, correct?
There is no possible way.
I'm showing you the quote.
There is no
he said
possible
on day one.
way he can get prices down on day one.
Right, so he lied. He lied to get elected.
If you want to take him on his quotes, just like Biden
yes,
said,
that's how you take people. You take people
COVID.
on their words. You take people on their word because that's how you can go off of things. He said that he would, and you're still not willing to hold a guy accountable. You're giving him excuses. This is all you're doing.
I do not take people on their word.
Well, then what the fuck do you take people on?
Did you take Biden on his word that he was going to end COVID?
I don't know why you want to keep pivoting to Biden. We are talking about Trump right now. Biden is not president. You need to work on your Biden derangement syndrome. Go see a doctor, okay? We're not talking about him. We're talking about Trump. He is currently president.
Because I am quoting what Biden said. Because Biden said the same thing. I'm going to end COVID.
Great. Okay, if you show me that quote, I will say that he was wrong about that. I have no problem criticizing anybody that I voted for, but you seem to not be able to do that with Trump. You're incapable. You just can't do it.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's so difficult. I don't know what's so difficult about criticizing him. Why is it so hard? All right, just run away. That's fine. All right, we'll get to the next guest. Guys, if you're looking for opposition, please keep tapping and sharing. If you can send in your heart me at the top left, that'd be great. RJ, thanks again for the video. I don't know why it took me so long to find my phone. And if you're watching on the tube, if you can subscribe and like the video as well, that'd be great. All right, let's get to the next one. No. Okay, you're gone. Next one. Remember, guys, we're looking for people who disagree. Mickey, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. I just need to know your age. How old are you?
42 tomorrow.
All right. Cool. Happy early birthday. And you voted for Trump?
Sure.
Okay. And he said he would lower gas and groceries on day one. Are you willing to hold him accountable?
Yeah, Trump fucking sucks. I didn't vote for him. Sorry, I just came up here to let everybody know that.
All right. Take care, man.
All
Have a
right,
good one. Guys, please, we are looking for opposition.
What's up?
So, how old are you? Guys, please, we are looking for opposition.
I'm 26.
Okay. And did you vote for Trump? How old are you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing myself in the background there.
Yeah, you're like echoing really bad, bro.
It sounds like I'm on another device. It sounds like I'm on another device. That's not on me. I don't have any other device playing on me. Sounds like I'm on another device. All right. You can come back up. You can come back up. I don't have any other device playing. Hi, how are you?
You want there's some ketchup here if you want some.
Excuse me?
Let me see. There's some ketchup right now.
Okay, take care. Alan, he did say that. Yep. He didn't say he cares about working Americans. All right, we're getting somebody on YouTube calling on in. Let me bring them up here. Hold on. Give me a second. One second. Hello? Hi, how you doing?
Hey, Dougie.
Hi, how old are you?
Hey, man, it's Cap, bro. What are you doing?
Who?
It's Cap.
I don't know what that means. Did you vote? I don't know what that means. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I didn't. Let me ask you a question.
Well, I'm only looking for people that voted for Trump. Take care. Guys, I'm looking for opposition. Fuck. All right, let's bring up this guest here. I don't know. Every time they call in from the tube, their phone connection just seems to be really bad for whatever reason. Warren, hello.
What's up?
Hey, how old are you? How old are you? Cool. Nice trolling, man. RJ's at the gym, guys. WRJ. It's getting swole. Like it. All right, I'm pretty sure this is the same guy that called in. I'm almost positive, but we'll see.
Call from.
You're the same one as before?
Well, I don't know. Do I need to say I voted for him in order for you to have a conversation?
I don't know. Are you opposition? Is there something that you disagree with?
I'm opposition, but give me a chance to
All right. Go ahead. What do you got?
No, I'm just curious, man, and thank you for having me on the program.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that the price of groceries haven't gone down or have gone up.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to be very technical, didn't Biden's percentage of groceries go more higher in the same time quarterly as opposed to Trump's? Can we find that out?
You're talking about inflation?
No, I'm talking about, inflation.
Yeah, inflation.
As far as that, it's going to probably go down. We're still in the second quarter. My thing is, you're saying groceries have gone up. Do you have an exact percentage to find out during this second quarterly compared to Biden's, which went up 22%?
We can talk about what. Okay, so why do you think prices went up when Biden was president? What do you think caused that?
Hello? I can barely hear you. You're in the Matrix.
When prices went up when Biden was president, what do you think caused that?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out the percentage because they're saying it was 22% at an all-time high during his presidency at a 2-year rate.
Okay, so
if we're at a 2-year rate now, which is not the 4 years done during his presidency term, which we still have 2.5 more years to find out if that grocery price is really true, what you're saying.
So what did
I'm just curious. Can you compare the comparisons between those time frames with Trump and Biden's groceries?
I understand. So what did Biden do to make that happen? That's an important question. That's a very important question.
What was that? Your phone keeps crapping out. Hello?
What did Biden do to make that happen?
As far as like the inflation increase hype with gas during the Ukraine proxy war, doesn't that go hand in hand?
Okay, so groceries went up because gas went up because of the Ukraine war?
We're doing the same excuse for Trump right now, right?
Well, these aren't excuses. We're talking about reasons. So if that's the reason, how come gas went down to $3.19 at the end of Biden's Biden's term, but the
Well, I
Ukraine
mean,
the Ukraine
Biden's
war
term,
was still happening. Ukraine war was still happening though.
Yeah, and it was at what, $5 and
No,
$5 almost over.
It was $3.19 at the end of Biden's term. So
No, it was actually $5.
I have the prices in front of me. I have the prices in front of me. It was three. Stop. It was $3.19 at the end of Biden's term. Okay, so if it was because of the if it was because of the Ukraine war, if it was because of the Ukraine war, then it wouldn't have went down afterwards.
You make it seem it doesn't exist. It did exist. Don't do that.
So tell me what Biden did. So once again, tell me what Biden did to raise the prices of gas or groceries. It's a very basic question.
Dude, the same complaint that you're doing now. You have to have the same energy.
Okay, so the war. How did the war cause gas and groceries to go up? Please explain.
I mean, that's the excuse you're giving for Trump now.
Please tell me. If you can't answer the question, just say you can't answer the question.
You know, inflation went up almost what?
Can you answer the question?
Inflation was almost what? 33 went up to 39 under Biden.
Can you answer the question, yes or no?
You know that, right?
Can you answer the question, yes or no?
What was the original question? Because you're doing questions with questions.
It's the same question I've been asking. What did Biden do to raise gas and groceries? You're telling me it's the war.
I answered that.
Okay, so how did the war raise it? How did the war raise it?
The same excuse you're doing now, right? You're doing the same excuse now for Trump. That's the same excuse I'm giving you for Biden. And it was an all-time
How did the
high.
war raise it? Please be specific. Please be specific how the war raised it.
And look, I'm going to even give you the excuse that you guys are saying COVID. That's why you're trying to say he only had a 2-year term, not 4. You have to have the same energy for this guy. He hasn't even done 4 years yet.
Okay. Can you tell me what Biden did to raise it? You keep telling me the war. Tell me how the war raised it.
I keep telling you the war, but
so how did the war raise it? So how did the war raise it?
You want to have selective amnesia.
How did the war raise it? How did the war raise it?
I mean, okay, what's the specifics? You tell me the answer, because it seems like you're trying to get me to say something, so just say it.
I'm asking you. You told me the war caused it to go up. Tell me how it caused it to go up.
I mean, do you want me to get to, like geopolitics and then what, like financial, like backing to find out how much cost it? I mean, I don't understand what
I just want you to give me a simple explanation as to how the war with Ukraine caused it to go up.
I'm telling you, bro, you're saying that war inflates, right? You're saying war brings up
If you
prices.
can't answer the question,
Biden did it worse.
if you can't answer it, just say you can't answer it.
Okay, how do you want me to answer it?
I want you to answer it the way that you believe the answer is.
I just did that 3 times and you won't comprehend.
You're not telling me how the war caused it to go up. You keep diverting from that.
By him funding a proxy war and spending and spending and spending, you're saying that Trump's spending more money, but he's spending.
Okay, so spending. All right, so we got to an answer. We finally got to an answer. Spending caused it to go up. Okay.
Man, you really want me to get technical, don't you?
Okay, so if spending caused it to go up, why didn't it go up when Trump was president the first time? He spent a hell of a lot more than Biden did last term. And we're currently on pace to spend more than any other president ever at this point. We're currently on pace for that. So clearly that can't be the reason.
Okay, so you're telling me we're spending and spending and spending, but right now the gas is going more and more and more down?
So then clearly spending isn't the reason as to why gas went up during Biden was president.
I really don't understand where you're getting at, man. You're asking me what's comparing the height in Biden's term with
You're trying to simplify this thing too much. You're saying Biden had X amount of gas price when he was president. Trump is this, therefore Trump is better, right? That's a very rudimentary way of looking at it.
The Ukraine war, and you keep bypassing the Ukraine war.
So you told me it was the spending from the war, okay? So that we spent too much money, therefore gas went up.
I mean, you're telling me the same thing about Trump, right? That's what you're saying every day, right?
I didn't say that. If
That's
you can
what the title of your show is, right?
tell me how spending caused gas to go up when Biden was president.
Bro, you want me to get into brutal economics, man? I'm just telling you right now the comparisons, and you don't like it. You're not answering me the grocery 22% that were all-time high when Biden was in office compared to Trump's term right now, which is only 2 years.
Cool. So again, can you tell me how Biden did that?
Dude, I'm not in the White House, man. Now you really want me to get technical.
Okay, so you cannot answer the question.
You can't answer it either.
Okay, so you're okay.
You can't because you keep asking me for answers.
Okay, so you cannot say that.
If you don't know it, and I don't know it.
You cannot say that Trump lowered gas and groceries if you can't say how he did it, and you can't say Biden raised them if you cannot say how he did it.
I didn't say he lowered it. I said give him a chance to lower it. He's only doing 2 years. He has 2.5 years left, buddy.
How would Trump lower them?
Have patience.
How would Trump
have patience, bro.
How would Trump lower them?
Enjoy the 4th of July, my friend.
How would Trump?
Find out that stat I gave you about 22%.
How would Trump lower them? Okay, so it sounds like you're trying to run. It sounds like you're trying to run. It sounds like you're trying to run. Are you trying to run? He ran. All right. Oh my God. Hi, how you doing? Hi, how old are you? How old are you?
25. Yourself,
Cool.
stool pigeon?
Cool. And you voted for Trump?
Of course, stool pigeon.
Okay. So how come gas and groceries haven't lowered despite him saying he would do it on day one?
I don't have to speak on that. That's not what I voted for him for.
Okay. Well, that's the topic. So
I voted for immigration.
Okay. Well, that's not the topic.
And once we get these people out, gas and groceries will start to go down.
Stalin, that's not the topic. Can you stay on topic? Yes or no?
Well, I'm telling you why gas and grocery will go down.
Okay. Bye. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Can we have one guest that's maybe not like around the age of 18? We can have a decent conversation. Hello, Jax. Oh, Gordon, how you doing?
Doing great.
Okay, how old are you?
50.
All right, did you vote for Trump?
Of course. Who else would I have voted for?
Well, there are other options. I'm just asking. Okay,
I wouldn't have voted for I didn't vote for Camel Toe.
It's Kamala. Please say her name correctly. So Trump said, okay, if you do that again, I'm just going to go ahead and kick you. Can you act like an adult? Are you able to act like an adult?
Yeah, gas is cheap.
So Gordon, maybe
it's not expensive.
Gordon, so act like an adult and just refer to people's names as how they are, okay? So tell me what Trump's doing right now, because he said he was going to lower them on day one, and he has not.
I don't give a shit what gas costs. He's doing a great job.
How is he doing a great job? Tell us how.
He's doing a great job.
How so?
He's an awesome president.
How so?
Can you imagine a Camel Toe would have won?
Gordon, goodbye. I told you to act like an adult. It seems like you're not able to do that. If that's your only way of having a conversation by calling her Camel Toe, then you have zero fucking argument. You're acting like a 7-year-old. Ron, you can come on up. All right, let's bring this guest here. Oh, I didn't mean to bring you up. No, I didn't bring you up. How did that happen? Okay, this one. Thank you, Tabby. I appreciate it. Hey, guys, I have the gift goal at the top if you want to help hit that. Well, it's not needed. I do appreciate it. 303, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Ooh, you are not 18. Guys, you have to be above the age of 18 or 18 or above. I'm already brainwashed. Okay, that sounds like an excuse. That sounds like somebody that cannot debate would say. All right, let's bring this person up from YouTube. Hello, how you doing?
Good, I'm well. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks for asking. How old are you?
I'm 42 years old.
42. All right. Did you happen to vote for Trump?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Is there anything that you disagree with that you wanted to debate on?
Well, I think just the first time, this is my first time I've heard you. I feel like let's move forward with the discussing the topics next. I really, so you can have a follower subscribing.
You're cutting out a little bit. You're cutting out a little bit, just to let you know.
I'm sorry about that. I really like how you're just moving it forward quickly with facts, and it's not opinions, and you're being respectful, responsible. I really enjoy that. So you've definitely earned this.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And I really wanted to say a lot of the callers coming in are just like, we all have a little bit of hate in our heart, and sometimes we need a place to let it out. And I think a lot of the callers don't have the facts.
Yeah, many of them don't.
Of like what happens. This is how gas is controlled. This is who controls the gas. Like, drill more in the U.S. It does not affect the global price. I mean, we sell in the global market, so it's just so minimal. So, anyways, I just want to say, you're from the 5 minutes, you've done a great job keeping your head straight, dealing with a lot of clowns. And I just wanted to say thank you.
All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot. That means a lot. I'm going to go ahead and bring you down because I'm looking for debates, but I hope you have a good one, okay?
Yeah, you too.
All righty. Take care. All right. We are looking for opposition. Hey, the person that called me while I was on the phone with him, you can call on back. Yeah, I know, David. Carlos, that's the point. If he doesn't control gas prices, then you guys, for the last 4 years when I was doing these, shouldn't have said that, hey, I'm voting for Trump because gas was lower when he was president. You can't say both things. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but how are you? Hello. Going once, going twice, gone. Okay. Thank you, No Face. I appreciate it. All right. If y'all can keep tapping and sharing, if you have not sent in your heart me, please go ahead and do so. And we are just looking for debate. So anybody that voted for Trump or has some sort of disagreement, you're welcome to come on up. And again, the person who called in from the tube, you can call back. Well, I mean, it's very difficult to talk to them because I don't think they have the ability to think in depth on anything at all. Stallion, you're not coming back up. Nope. Stallion, you're never going to come back up, actually. Hello, Jen. How are you? Yeah, I don't know, but it's been frustrating talking to these people for a lot. I mean, it always is, but it has been frustrating. Yeah, guys, again, I have the average gas prices right here. Okay, I understand you guys are going to talk about it state by state. I understand. Going off average gas prices by the nation. Thank you, Paige. No, nuance is something that they cannot grasp at all. And that holds true for a lot of topics, I've noticed. All right, we got somebody here from YouTube. Hi, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Cool. Did you happen to vote for Trump? I'm doing well, thanks.
I did.
Okay. And I just need to know your age, too. How old are you?
45.
Alrighty. And so Trump did say that he would lower them on day one, gas and groceries. Why has he not done so?
He did.
Well, gas currently is today's average. I think is 380 something current average, and he went into office was 319.
You said day one, right?
Yeah, he said he would lower it on day one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so where I live, gas went from $3.20 a gallon down to $2.65.
From day one to now?
From day one.
All right.
And then after the operation that began in Iran, it went up.
Okay. So okay, so gas is not lowered. So gas is not lowered.
Is that not a reasonable reason why steel would go up?
We know why it went up, right? We know why it went up, but gas is not lower than it was on day one.
You said, did it lower on day one? It did.
Again, no. So I can go by what state do you live in? What state do you live in? I can pull it up.
Georgia.
All right, you're in Georgia. Let's look up what it was on day one when Trump came into office, or at least that month when he came into office. It was about $2.89 in Georgia overall when he came into office. It's currently $3.49.
Depends on what part of Georgia.
Right, that's why it's the average. That's how averages work. I can even go off where you live. I can look at the nearest city, and I guarantee you, it's still higher than it was on day one.
The nearest city to anybody here is Atlanta.
Okay, but all I am saying is it's higher than it was on day one, and he said that you would do that.
If you go below Atlanta, it's cheaper. If you go above Atlanta, it's cheaper.
I understand. What I am saying is it's still not lower than it was on day one, no matter where in Georgia you are.
Yeah, it was for us.
Again, I'm telling you the prices: $3.49 versus $2.89. $3.49 is higher than $2.89.
You're talking now. I'm talking about when
So you can't go in the past. Hey, we're not living in the past. We're living in the present. Okay? It is not lower.
You said Trump taking office day one, he would lower gases, correct?
Right, and it's not lowered.
Okay, wait.
We are not living in the past. You're trying to retroactively say that he lowered price.
Well, if you're going to say we're not living in the past, then day one doesn't count, correct?
Day one counts when. Oh my God, dude! These guys are so fucking stupid.
No. Your words, and I'm just repeating them to you. And you keep saying living in the past.
We're not living in the past. Trump said he would lower them on day one. All right, so day one they did not lower. Okay. Is gas lower now than it was on day one? Yes or no?
From day one.
Is gas lower now than it was on day one? Is gas lower now than it was on day one? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, they were lowered at day one.
No. Are they lower now than they were on day one? Yes or no?
You said we're not.
Are they lower now? Are they lower now? Are they lower now than they were on day one? Yes or no?
You can't use that.
Are they lower now than they were? I'm going to keep asking you until you answer it. Are they lower now than they were on day one? Yes or no?
No, they're not lower.
Okay, so he did not lower them. End of story. He did not lower them. End of story. Okay, so what?
He did lower them.
They're not lower yet. We already finished the conversation. The conversation's already done. The conversation's already done. The conversation's already done. You already said he didn't lower them. We're moving on. We are moving on. We are moving on. You've already said it. We are moving on. I'm sorry. We are moving on. Okay. All right. So tell me how else Trump is benefiting Americans. And he ran. You can't choose a random date in the past and say that he lowered them. We're not living in the past. We're living right now. MCAS, hello. MCAS, how you doing? All right. That's an excellent request. No, they all have a lot of trouble criticizing them. Every single one of them. They're not allowed to, though. None of them are allowed to criticize him. They get kicked out of the MAGA cult if they do. So they just have to keep defending him and defending him and defending him. All right. With that being said, we are looking for ops, okay? Anybody that disagrees, come on up, hit the request button. Yeah, the No New Wars, which they're all defending, most of them at least. I mean, he had 3 big promises: lower gas, lower groceries, no new wars. All of those he went back on. Thank you, King. Appreciate it. Thank you. Philip, you're welcome to come on up if you want. Question mark prices lower when Trump took office. That is asking a question from the past. Right. He said he would do it on day one to the present day. They are not lower. The way you guys are twisting yourself into a pretzel to be able to not answer the question is wild. This is true, Swag. Yes, he did. He did say that. He actually said that he would end the Ukraine war when he got elected. Not even when he came into office. He said, like, I don't even have to be in office. Just after I get elected, I can do it. It still hasn't happened. And I remember when I was doing live streams, I started doing live streams like the last year or so of Biden's presidency, around then. All of the Trump supporters I spoke to, their big reasons were, well, I had more money in my pocket when Trump was president, gas was cheaper, whatever, it's all that stuff. And then he said no new wars, and then they said that he would end the Ukraine war, and that it wouldn't have happened if Trump was in office. Well, that's yet another thing that he's not doing. Well, Patriot, everything I said is a fact. You may not like it, but Trump did say that he would end that war. He didn't. He said he would lower gas and groceries. He didn't. He said no new wars, and he went back on that. Those are all just facts. Sounds like you just don't like them. In which case, you should criticize Trump. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. That's all I am. Thank you, Izzy. Start to make big statements. All right. Once again, if you voted for Trump, there's a request button at the bottom. It looks like a pink and blue person at the bottom of the screen. If you're watching it on the tube, you can call on then. And I do need probably a few more mods on YouTube. So I don't know if anybody on TikTok subscribes to me over there or if they're willing to help, but that would be great. Right now, I think I only have like 1 or 2 active ones, so I don't have much. Not that YouTube gets super busy, but I still would like to have a few more if possible. I care about our Constitution. I'm against Trump. I'm talking about how government works to lower prices. Okay. Thank you, Chris. Oh, what's up, Buzzy? Hey, Buzzy, I can bring you on up. Let me just bring let me have another guest come on up first, though. If you want to come on up, but hope you're doing well. The YouTube name is the exact same name as I have here. It's Dougielifts, Dougielifts. The link is also in my bio. Somebody at YouTube says, get some socialists to be mods. All right. That'll be even better. If you're a socialist, I want you to be a mod of mine. I see your thing, WTF. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is I kind of have to recognize who the person is. So I don't want to just make somebody a mod just based on something they're saying. Not saying that you're lying, but you know how some trolls can be. Got to be careful. This guy is a worm. Apparently I'm a worm. Interesting. Far left is worse than far right. Tell us what's so bad about the far left. Ooh, you get healthcare. Scary stuff. Everything becomes more affordable. How scary. You could be my mod over there right now. Yeah, Izzy. Just let me know in the YouTube comments. Just put like a full cap, like a caps lock thing. But just make it all caps so I can see it easier. But yeah, I can make you a mod over there. Trump only cares about Trump. Yes. How much did he gain from crypto? Was it like 1.8 billion, something like that? Not a single word from people on the right about him making near 2 billion from crypto alone last year. Their answer is either to cover their eyes and act like it didn't happen, or to say, hey, every politician lies, and make that as an excuse. Oh, yeah, Meg. Yeah, I got you. I'm going to make you a mod right now. Actually, I need to get rid of a few mods first. Let me go ahead and do that, because it only lets me have a certain amount, but I have some old mods that don't mod for me anymore. Give me 1 second. All right, who am I going to take away? Let's see. Paige, you have like 3 accounts that are a mod of mine. I'm going to have to get rid of one of them. Yeah. Sorry, Paige. All right, Meg, let me make you a mod right now. All right, Meg, you are a mod right now. Thank you so much. Mr. Voice. Hey, Buzzy.
Hi, Debbie.
How are you? Oh, I was trying to bring somebody else up, but that's fine. How you been, though?
I've been good. How are you?
I'm great. Same old stuff, really.
Have we gotten an answer to the gas and groceries question yet? Has there been validity?
I mean, not any like satisfying answer, but
really?
it is sort of a rhetorical question a bit, because it's just to highlight just Trump's his broken promises.
Well, that's what I was hoping, is maybe there's an explanation of those broken promises, but none yet.
Well, maybe we'll see one right now. We got to guess. Apex, how you doing?
Hello, sir. I'm doing pretty good. Chilling, relaxing. Have a good weekend.
Cool. I just need to know your age first. How old are you?
34.
34? Okay.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
have?
A sound.
You
A
know it's
sound.
not the
That's the
time.
culture.
Do you support Trump?
Nah. Where you from? Well, I'm like a rhino, kind of like the first person I ever voted for was Mitt Romney, and I'm more
Okay.
like a Mark Rubio type of Republican. But Trump, I do support him because the means to an end. You know what I'm saying? But
What do you mean?
that
What do you
being
mean by
said,
that?
I wouldn't tell my son. Well, I wouldn't tell my son exactly. You know, I want you to emulate that man. You can be like that man. Be as eloquent as Trump. I would never tell my son that. But Mark Rubio, Obama, George Bush, even Biden, I'll tell my son, you can emulate that man.
So what do you support about Trump though, like policy wise?
In how long can I talk? Like 20 seconds
Just
uninterrupted?
I mean, just don't monologue for too long, but yeah, just let us know. Just
20
start with
seconds?
one
20
thing.
seconds
Just
cool?
start with sure. Just start with one thing that he's doing well. Doing
All
well
right, 20 seconds starting right
at.
now. One,
Okay.
immigration. I come from the Hispanic community, and I have a lot of relatives that are illegal, and we pay for them to get over here. And when they get over here, they don't have workman's comp, and they work for companies, and they work for $100 a day, and they work like 14 hours a day. And actually, their skill provides that exact worker, if there had papers, would be making like as close to $300 a day, but they only pay them $100 a day, and if they get hurt, they get no workman's comp, and also they don't pay no taxes for Social Security whenever they grow up.
Okay, gotcha.
Get to retirement age.
Okay, so how's that
I'm
helping?
sorry. I'm gonna
How's
stop.
that helping? How's that helping America overall, or like the average American?
Well, because the Democratic stance will be they'll try to insult Trump, and they'll call Trump a taco. Trump always backs out because Trump did implement policies to where farm workers and hotel workers, he capitulated to them, and he said that we have to capitulate to these people because they have people that work for them for like 10 years, 20 years, and don't have no
Okay.
criminal record. And we can, if these in the Democratic Party said that Trump was calling these people slave owners, whenever Trump said
Wait,
these
so
companies
that's
have to take
not. Wait, pause,
responsibility.
pause. Put a pin in that. Let's circle all of that. We'll talk about all of that in one. So you're mad that you have aided and abetted companies with getting away with tax evasion and non-proper documentation because they are hiring workers that they are paying under the table, whether instead of paying them legally because they do have the ability to file the documentation. And so instead of being mad at the Americans, the citizens of this
No, I
country
am
that
mad.
are allowing this to happen, you're blaming this on your family that you aided and abetted.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
you can't just
Secondly,
charge the pimp. You have to also charge the prostitute.
What the fuck are you talking about?
that's not how either of those things work. They are
That's how
not.
it works. You have to
That is
charge the
not how
whole
that's not how
organization,
that
the
works.
whole
You are the
system.
organization. By that case, as the American in this equation,
Yeah,
you
that's
should
why
be
the
arrested.
Democrats attacked Trump.
As
They
the
attacked Trump
American
because
in this
they said
equation, you
Trump
should be
capitulated to
arrested.
the farmers
Not your
people
family.
and the hotel
Your
people
family
because he
doesn't know the
said,
process.
Apex, one at a time.
Your family
"What's
doesn't know
up?"
the process. Your family only knows what you tell them and what you allow them in that process because you are the American in this equation, just like you're taking them to these
Yeah.
companies that you know will pay them under the table. So you're angry because you're aiding and abetting and committing a crime yourself. You just admitted to committing a crime in front of hundreds of people. You dummy.
Yeah.
It's a misdemeanor
Well,
offense,
no.
by the way. So it
Well,
is chargeable and punishable under that
yeah.
misdemeanor offense.
And it should be, bro.
That's
And it
crazy.
should be.
Well, I hope you
It
get
should
locked
be.
up.
Because
Secondly,
it jumped from $3,000 to about like $30,000 to get somebody over here. About
so
10
has
years
somebody
ago,
sent his
to get
account to
somebody
the
over
FBI
here,
yet? You know, has anybody
go
just
ahead and do it.
go
Go ahead
send
and
the
do it.
account to the FBI? Just
It's
allow
not a good
sentence.
thing. Human trafficking is not good,
I'm
miss.
glad you
It's
know
not
that
good.
committing crimes is not the way to go about this.
Yeah, it's not the way to go about this.
You
And supporting
aided
any type
and
of
abetted in a
aspect.
crime, just criminal activity, and then you admitted to it on a live that's recorded.
Yeah,
I was
probably
a
not a good
child.
idea, man.
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea.
Well, I mean, look, this is a story.
You
Honestly,
can
this is a
almost
story.
when
I was a kid,
the
there's a
handcuffs
guy
in the
who showed up at my
distance.
house, and he had a sombrero, right? He had a sombrero.
It's
Yeah,
almost
a sombrero.
you can just
And he showed up at my
hear
crib. We were
the
barbecuing,
prison gates
and
open.
my dad said, this guy, he's gonna be here, and he can't leave until your cousin gets here. We had paid for my cousin to get here. I'm American,
Apex,
but
if you were quiet for
yeah.
a second, you could hear the chains rattling in the chain gang.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like this is not a good thing to happen. My family had enough money to say that the only reason we will pay for somebody to get over here if you give us a token person in exchange, and this person is not going to leave our house until our cousin that we paid for to get over here. Why is that possible? Because there are females who get paid to get over here and they never make it over here. And what can countries do about it? What can families do about that?
Can we get back
This is
to
not
what
a
you're
good
talking?
thing.
Apex. Can you just describe how Trump is benefiting Americans overall via any of his
Well, you asked
policies
me
or
about the
whatever as it
border
relates to
first.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Hey, Doug,
So
do you
tell me.
hear that?
Yeah.
That's convict music playing in the background.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be charged with anything because I was a kid.
Thank you, Liberally. Yeah, so tell us what he did.
Well, I think it's a great thing that him himself and the Democrats are attacking him and calling him a taco. Trump always chickens out, right? Because he's capitulating to the yeah, well, he's backpedaling on farmer workers and
Doug, he
and
can't hear
hotel
your
workers.
question over the sounds of the police sirens in the distance.
Apex, I'm just asking what Trump specifically did in relation to immigration that has helped the overall country. That's it.
There's less people crossing the border.
Okay, how is that better for the overall country?
It's better because people like me want our people to get treated justly and have workman's comp and have different type of rights and Social Security. So if we shut down the border and we make it narrow, we make the Republican Party and the Democratic Party come together and capitulate to the companies who need the workers, and that way they have immigration reform. The immigration reform will never happen if we keep capitulating to every single thing.
You can't tell me that you support the process when you actively participate in going against the process, as you've just admitted to in deep thought.
You don't.
You can't,
like
you can't.
The squeaky wheel gets the
Listen,
oil.
prisoner. Listen, prisoner, I let you talk. You legitimately and actively can't tell me that you support a system when you actively participate in crimes in the system, and not as an immigrant either, as an American citizen. You are the problem in this, convict number one.
I'm privileged.
You, convict number one,
Absolutely.
are the problem in this. You are the
Absolutely
one that
privileged.
would go to prison for this. This would be
Yeah,
your
that's right.
misdemeanor
Most
offense.
ex-prisoners
Your
are
family would
Republicans,
just go
and most
back
people who
home.
escape
They
communist
committed
countries
no crime
are
in this.
Republicans.
Your family would go
Cubans
back
are
home.
Republicans.
You would go
Asians
to
are
prison.
Republicans.
You would be in a jail cell. They would be on a plane back to their homeland. You would be in cuffs and chains. They would be on an airplane.
Okay, but Apex, you still haven't answered the question. I'm just asking. You said less people are coming over, so how's that again helping us?
It's helping us because it's starving. This is y'all's argument. Y'all say that Trump is a pussy because he capitulated to the farmers because he's a taco. Trump always chickens out, right?
Apex, you're not answering the fucking question. Oh my God! Did you just learn that word? You keep saying that word way too much. And secondly, you're not answering the question. Hold on, I got another super chat. Hold on. Gigi, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my God, I'll let you talk in 2 seconds. Gigi, thank you so much for the $2 to super chat. Says, do you still need a mod over here? I do actually. Are you also on TikTok, Gigi? Let me know. But I appreciate the $2. That means a lot. Yes, I do need a mod.
I feel like there's a taco emoji for such a time as this.
There is not? Is there not a taco emoji?
I thought so, but I can't find it. Is anybody seeing the taco emoji? Did they get rid of it?
Trump always chickens out. That was
okay, but you're still not answering the question. Just tell me specifically how less people coming over helps us. You're like conveniently not answering
because it makes Trump be a taco. Because
that's not answering the question. You're not answering it.
Okay. Let me talk for 20 seconds. So shutting down the border directly influences our government policies on letting people and immigration and making it wider, because Trump always chickened out. That person in the chat says taco in chat. Trump always chickens out. We chickened out on the farm workers and also the hotel workers, saying that if people have been over here for like 10 years, 20 years, and they never got any felonies, they can go back to their country and come right back. All over TikTok. If you look at it, bro, you probably cry. I cried a little bit. there's people.
You're still not answering the question. You are still not
Their
answering the
dads
question.
go back to Mexico and they come back the next week. And
Hey,
you know
Apex,
how brave
You're
you have
not
to be
answering the fucking
to
question.
take that
Apex,
chance?
you're not answering his question. Also, you know who else would be free in this conversation? The chickens. And you would be in jail.
Hey,
What? I put
GG
chicken in jail?
GG on the tube. Yeah, just message me on TikTok. But thank you again for the super chat. That means a lot. All right, yeah, just message me over there. Can you answer the question? Just tell me how less people coming over helps us. You're like refusing to answer it.
How people coming over helps us?
How less you said Trump is helping us. Trump is a good president because he has caused less people to come over. So how is that helping us?
Oh, well, when there's less people buying apartment rentals, that makes the apartment rentals more valuable to the people who are renting them.
Okay, so you're saying rent is going to go down, or the rate at which it goes up is going to go down?
No, it goes up because there's more customers to buy.
No. But what I'm saying is, on the flip side, you're saying because less people are coming over, therefore rent may go down because there's less demand. Well, we haven't seen that happen at all. In fact, rent's still going way up, unfortunately.
Because we had immigration policy the last 6 years.
So again, how is it causing it to go down if we see rent go up? Rent has been going up.
Because there has been an influx of immigration.
But
I can tell you.
What do you mean? There's hold on. But the last year under Biden, there was like 600,000 something deportations. There was more than Trump's first year, right? So for the past couple of years, no, there really hasn't. So why is rent still high?
Do you not know about the apartment complexes that are have like maybe over 30 people who are living in them, or in some shape or form illegal?
Dougie, rent is high because the chickens are free.
Oh, Gigi, thank you. Yeah, Gigi just messaged me here, but I just saw you. Thank you.
That's exactly what happened. Rent is high because the chickens are free.
No, but for real, like, do you not know about that? Because we're on two different worlds. If you don't know about that,
so you are definitely
living
in an entire different realm, but that is not even out of the context of this conversation.
Realm.
So with that being said, we know that housing is an issue because housing is far too expensive because landlords keep raising prices. We also know that incomes, meaning wages, is severely low compared to the cost of a living, and that our government is doing nothing to raise the minimum wage. Therefore, landlords would be the problem in this. And we can see that when we look at a place that is actively fighting against.
Works on minimum wage.
I let you talk about the chickens that are freer than you. I let you talk about entire neighborhoods. Please use this moment to take a breath. We can see that when we look at places that are actively trying to quell the housing crisis. And like an example of that would be New York, who is currently freezing rent in their current amounts to stop the excess raising. So we know that landlords are the issue, and we are trying to address it. On the opposite side of that, right, if we look at this country on a historical level, we can say that majority of the houses in this country have been built by the immigrants. And so for them to be priced out of homes should be duly a kick in the face, which it is. We have empty homes because people are not able to afford them due to the cost of living, and also landlords increasing prices without merit.
All right, guys, we are looking for opposition. We can get to a new guest at just 30,000 likes. We've been with this guy for a while, and I see a few people in the request box. So, Apex, you want to respond to anything that she just said? Apex?
Hear me? Yeah. So the problem in New York City, what she's talking about is whenever you have a set price, and what the Democratic Party wants to do, and what Donnie wants to do, is that you want to set a price to rent stagnation. Basically, that's what it is. Stagnation. These companies who are invested to buy these properties, they're not inclined to spend more money to renovate these properties or maintain these properties, so they become more or less dilapidated. And also, this has been a horrible point in New York culture, where the companies will try to drive out residents, and by not fixing the things that they have to be by law fixed. So, because they're trying to drive out the people who are in rent-controlled safety, rent-controlled apartments, and this is a bad thing because rent-controlled apartments mean you cannot actually make profit off of it. So these companies and these landowners try to drive out the residents, make it so bad that they have to leave.
Okay, that is not what's happening. So that
Guys,
first
keep
of
tapping.
all,
Keep
It's
tapping.
100%.
Guys, 30,000 likes so we can get the new
Yorker.
guest. 30,000 likes.
you know what?
Yorker,
There is
and
no
get back to
way
me.
you read about the
Research
housing
that.
crisis.
Research that.
There's no
Yes, I
place
have.
you.
Yes,
There's
I
no
have.
place. I'm still talking. Again, I let you talk. Use this moment to breathe. There's no way you read all the information about the housing crisis, and that's what you took from this. The issue in New York is that the properties are not being maintained, and that the rent is being raised without proper maintenance, without meeting proper ordinance, without
That's how
any
they
of the
drive out
necessary. I'm
people.
still talking.
That's
I
how
let
they
you
drive out
talk.
people from these
I let
rent-controlled
you
apartments.
talk. I'm still talking. Again, take this time to breathe. So anyway, they are not maintaining these prices. People are not living in stable conditions as they should be, and they're still raising rent. Also, a lot of the properties in New York have experienced infestations and all kinds of other things, again, not being maintained by the owners of these properties, and they are still raising those rent. That is the reason why it was frozen, because majority of these properties are not meeting the bare minimum standards for what could be considered inhabitable. So no, that is not what's happening in New York, and they're still raising the cost.
All right, guys, we're almost at 30K. We'll get to the next guest, all right? All right, Apex. Not really a good conversation, but take care. All right, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Keep tapping and sharing. If you can send in the heart me there at the top left, that would be terrific. It's right by my name. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like the live and subscribe. See you soon. Thank
And then
you.
also doesn't attest for the billionaires that own properties in New York that are driving up the property cost for other properties, even though they don't even live in the city and they're rarely ever there.
All right. All right. If you're in the request box, again, we're only looking for opposition, and hang tight if you are. I know some of you get really impatient and leave the live for whatever reason. All right. Got a guest coming up. Cool. Hi, Blake. How you doing?
I apologize. I didn't realize you stated that you were only looking for opposition.
Oh, you're good, man. No worries. I'll bring it down. Take care, though, okay? All right. Let's get to the next one here. The White Emperor. Sounds interesting. Hi. How are you doing?
What did you say, Doug? Oh, that's his username. Never mind.
Yeah. How are you doing?
How are you?
Good. I just need
I'm
to know your age.
amazing.
I just need to know your age. How old are you? Okay, cool.
I'm
And did you happen
30.
to vote for Trump?
I'm 35. Yeah, I voted.
Okay. How do you think he's doing so far in relation to the economy?
Oh, I've never met him. I live in the Midwest.
No, I'm asking how you think he's doing so far in relation to the economy.
So the corn producers of America talked to him, and they've been working on some different farm bills. So we passed E15, and John Deere just built an alcohol burning tractor. So we're doing pretty good.
I just feel like you didn't
What does
answer my
this
question.
have to do with the question that Doug asked?
Well, a lot of your food comes from the Midwest.
Again, no, actually, a lot of food. Anyway, what does this have to do with Doug's question?
Yeah, just how is Trump helping the economy?
Donald Trump is his properties are New York, Florida, and the United Kingdom. I live in the Midwest where we farm. Those places are cities where
That's
they
great.
don't farm.
What does that have to do with Doug's question about the country's current state economically?
About groceries?
Just the economy in general.
The economy in general. I mean, if you want to talk about
we can
food,
talk. That's fine.
segue there.
Well, it depends on which economy or which sector that you're talking about.
The U.S. economy. The U.S. economy.
Well, okay, so I sell crops to China, but I live in the Midwest. So
And
the
the
U.S.
Midwest
economy
is
is
in the US.
actually So the U.S. economy is actually a globalist economy.
We know
Most of our
this. We know we export foods. What does this have to do as a whole?
So most of our equipment that's made here in the United States is actually sourced from 80 plus different countries. So everything kind of is like a full circle here. So anything we do here, we want to make sure is sustainable agriculture and
So the
sustainable.
economy is doing.
Yeah. So just
Our
answer the question.
there's like, if you go to like in a town right now, there's jets flying all over the world.
Great. So the economy is doing.
Like if you go outside in the field right now, like we're spraying fertilizer on our crops. Like it's
Bro, just answer the question. Just answer the
is-
question, man. How is
So
Trump
the-
helping the economy? Just answer it.
So is the economy
well,
growing? Is it stable?
he's into like big buildings and golf.
Right.
So
So is the
we're
economy
food.
growing? Are we expanding?
Well, as long as people are still having babies and like the golf and build big buildings, yes.
So is the economy stabilized?
I think there's a bridge being built in New York right now.
He's
It costs
trolling.
like a couple
Goodbye.
billion.
Nope.
How does what New York does with their money have to do? Never mind.
I would say that's actually a decent troll. That's a really unique way of trolling. I will give him that. Like, at least it's better than when they come on up and just say the N-word a million times or something
It
like
seemed
that.
like he,
It's
you know,
better.
was driven by purpose of
Yeah.
corn with ethanol.
I know. 3901, hello. 390, maybe I need to say this.
I'm sorry. I didn't
3,901. Okay. You didn't
sorry,
mean to
I didn't
request.
mean
No, you're
to,
good. You're good. I'll bring it up. No worries. Angel.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing? How are you guys doing today?
Doing well, thank you. I just
just
need
want
to know
to
your
mention
age.
something.
I just need to know your age
21.
first, I'll do. All right. And I'm only looking for like debates. Anybody who disagrees, is there something that you disagree with?
Yeah. I personally think that Donald Trump is absolutely doing horrible right now for the economy. Can I get my point of view on that real quick?
Well, I'm only looking for debate, so I agree with you. I'm only looking for people that voted for him or support him or something like that. So it sounds like you don't.
Question for the audience: is the corn majority of our corn in the Midwest still going to ethanol practices, basically? Like I know the
All right.
thing, but like is it still a good portion of corn going to ethanol? Just asking.
All right, everyone, keep tapping and sharing. If you're on TikTok, make sure you send in a heart me if you have not done so. I would appreciate that. And if you want to come up, there's a request button at the bottom, and there's also one above Buzzy, I believe. So you can click either one. If you're watching on the tube, you can call on in. The number is being posted in the comments. Apparently, Biden, Harris, and the Obamas. I don't know why they say Obamas as if like there was another Obama that was president. And the Clintons were selling America and effed over our economy. Okay.
They want to
Yeah,
make sure that you know that they hate the Obamas as a family, as a okay, so yeah, 30 to 45% of our corn is still going to the processes of ethanol. And to the person that asked, what does he mean by China? So we get a lot of canned goods. One of our highest imports. Why the issue with trading was such an issue is because we get a lot of canned goods and food imports, because obviously climate and all kinds of things. We can't produce everything for this country in this country. And if you look up the amount of people in this country, it kind of makes it a little bit obvious why. But if you want more detail on that, you could also look that up as well. So we get a lot of imports on food. We export out a lot of food too, though.
All right. Some of the YouTube comments are wild. I don't know why some of you don't just call on in. You guys seem very, very confident. Biden did F the economy. Okay. Tell us how he did that. By the way, all the presidents that you named in that comment, Biden and Obama, who else? Clinton, all of them actually lowered the deficit compared to the previous president. If you look at the deficit ever since like the 80s, every single time there was a Democrat in office,
you know what?
The deficit was cut back. The deficit was cut into every single time.
It's a good thing you said that, Doug, because somebody said that the Democrats can't win an election without cheating. That's not how that works. And also somebody said Democrats ruined the economy. That is also not how that works. As a matter of fact, during Trump's first administration, his Congress, because we do have a section in our Congress that actively talks about the economy, they did a report because they were trying to prove that Republicans did better at economy, and their report showed the exact opposite, that our best economy in the United States of America has been done under Democratic presidents. and that typically Republicans do bad in economy. And for those of you talking about Obama's economy, he pulled us out of a recession. He was handed an active one that nobody truly understood the depths of, because the person he was taking over from did not really let anybody know.
Oh, we got a guest. A no-name guest. No name. Hello. Goodbye. All right. And so I got the chart right here. Let me see if I can show it. It's kind of hard to do this when I'm on my iPad, but I'll show you guys. I'm going to show you the federal surplus or deficit. Mostly it's a deficit, but let me flip the screen around. All right. What else do I need to do?
Everything to BJP, they said everything is marked down. Gas is cheaper. Also, the economy is doing better. Okay, so gas is better today, but if you've noticed, gas has been fluctuating at high rates. Gas fluctuates anyway, but in some cases, there's been drastic fluctuations. We haven't reached stability yet, so we'll have to see what that looks like when we can get the average. But I'm glad that gas was more affordable for you today. That's better than the $4 and some change everybody's been paying.
All right, so I got the deficit right over here. So you can see for a lot of time, there was really no deficit, no surplus until Buzzy's favorite president, Reagan, really added to the debt. Yeah, all because of him lowering taxes, increasing elect spending. Anyways, then we see Clinton become president, and then he ends over here. So he ends at a higher point than when Reagan was president, Reagan and Bush. And then we see Bush ends there, so he made the deficit lower. Then Obama ended here. He ended it higher. And then we have Trump, and then Biden. So you can see the same trends. Every single time a Republican is president, this goes lower. Lower is bad, higher is better. Bald, hello. And you're good. All right.
It's one of those things that you can, so the report did state that they had to kind of eat crow with that one. And after they published the report, because you can't lie in publications, so after they published the report, they kind of just never talked about it again, which is funny. But it is actually on the .gov website in our economic committee.
Okay. He's fighting a war that no other president in 5 decades could stop. You guys are completely delusional. For years and years and years and years, no new wars, no new wars, no new wars. And somehow we have Steve now praising Trump.
He started a war that we didn't have to be in, that has been acknowledged by multiple heads that have relinquished their positioning due to the fact of this war. So no, he doesn't get a pat on the back for being reckless and destabilizing our economy and even further.
Hey, how many times did he say that the war is over and that we won? Like 10, 15, 20 times? He has said that so many times at this point.
Also, I will say from earlier conversation, I didn't know that Mondani was getting such hate. He's doing great things in New York from what I see. The city seems to love him, which is important because that's who he is the face of, and that's who he represents, and that's who he's responsible to.
Let me look up his approval rating. Let's see.
I mean, his internet response team is doing great. Every time somebody reports an issue on social media somewhere, they usually try to find a solution to take care of it, even if that means community involvement. Like, I think when it was snowing out, he had, I think it was snow. When it was snowing out, there were people out that he was giving community service hours to and things.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't live in New York, but, you know, from everything I know, he's doing pretty well. And I also like that he answers questions directly. It is really refreshing, and I think that's a big reason why people like him, is that he doesn't sound like a quote-unquote politician. He just answers questions directly. He'll just say yes or no to a question, then when it requires a yes or no. And it's nice to see. People tend to like that.
Bald Eagle, do you want to come back up here and explain what you're talking about just a little bit? Tracy?
So, I mean, I only can see it for 100 days in. I don't know why it's not showing me, but he has a net positive approval rating of 18 points. I mean, his approval is 18 points above his disapproval. Pretty good.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is that people outside of New York City don't like him when the people of the city find him very responsive. But I think anything that threatens the status quo is going to be met with.
I mean, of course. I mean, a lot of the fear mongering is starting to come out, and I'm sure you've seen it about socialists or Democrat socialists, and the right's trying to make it seem like this awful thing that's about to take over.
And really, they like him for the same reason you just said. He's responsive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that aren't even like, that wouldn't even consider themselves on the left that also seem to like him for that reason. They just, they like the directness of his answers. He doesn't beat around the bush. We need more of that. We absolutely need more of that. And unfortunately, the Democrats are just so fucking bad at promoting themselves and all of that. And I don't have any faith that they're going to be able to put forward a good candidate.
I think the Democrats are always historically bad at messaging just because
they're horrible.
They're trying to take they seem to always want to take the high road, and they also seem to always not want to brag to be the better person, which is not helpful.
But they also don't listen to what the people want, which is frustrating, right? An example would be like with Bernie in 2016. Like, clearly the people wanted him, right? And even 2020, and it gets frustrating. And
it
even
does
now,
get
like,
frustrating because
we
they
can
push
see
the socialist agenda as if that was something bad. But what is great about Mamdani's existence is he is kind of changing the view on the friendly neighborhood socialist.
Which is good. It's nice to see. Oh boy, King. All right, everyone, keep tapping and sharing. If you can send in the heartbeat there at the top left, that would be terrific. And if you're joining live, follow myself, follow Buzzy, show a little bit of support if you can. And if you're watching on YouTube, if you can like the live and subscribe as well, that'd be great. King, are you there? Going once? King, I don't really like talking to you anyways, so I'm not really upset that you're not there. All right, we have somebody. No, you're a friendly. Somebody's name is Twatness. Twatness Everdeen.
What?
Somebody in the request box, but I'm pretty sure they're friendly.
Yeah, I hate when people are funnier than me. I hate when people are funnier. Bald Eagle, do you want to come back? What are you talking about? No, I'm not accusing you of conspiracy. But I am saying that the hills have eyes.
Have you seen that movie?
I have.
That's kind of scary. I don't like it.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not accusing you of conspiracy, Bald Eagle, but I am saying the hills have eyes.
Hello, Erica.
I think you'll find the pronunciation of that name was Twatness Everdeen. If you say Twatness doesn't work because it's Katniss Everdeen, Twatness Everdeen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. My bad.
You have to pronounce it the British way in order for it to work as a joke.
Yeah. That makes sense. Gas are dropping.
If you're dropping gas, Big Daddy, you might need to go see a doctor.
Gas are dropping. Oh, man.
Hey, Eric, you missed it. Earlier, we had a criminal up here that was admitting to committing a crime.
Yeah.
Oh, was it a fun crime?
No, he was talking about aiding and abetting immigrants in bypassing the system and purposely taking them to places that would pay them under the table instead of doing proper paperwork.
Let me guess. He voted for Donald Trump.
He did, and he is also part of an immigrant family. He was talking about aiding and abetting his relatives specifically. Told us all the details.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So he's the guy he hates. That's wild.
That's what I said. Thank you, Erica. What an astute.
Yeah, it was very ironic. Yeah.
Bald Eagle said, I just know the lady will try to push my buttons like all the left chat. If me responding to the things you're saying pushes your buttons, why are you saying them?
All right. So and guys, we are still looking for opposition. So guess what was at its peak? I'm looking here in June 2022, $5.03 to be exact. It got down to the lowest before this war at $3.03. So that's a $2 reduction. That would be, was that a 40% reduction? Right? Trump came into office when it was $3.19. And that would be like, I can't do the math off the top of my head, but that would be like a 38% reduction. So he came in and he's getting credit for the last like 2-3%. I'll show you the chart so it makes more sense.
Do you know my favourite thing that just happened? Bald Eagle 7777777777777 wrote, "Why all caps do you notice my comments so much?" It might be because you wrote the word "why" in all caps, buddy.
All right, so this one, guess was at its peak, June of 22, $5.03 nationwide. All right, and it got all the way down prior to the war, $3. All right, that's a $2 drop, 40% drop. Trump came into office right here at $3.19, or what is it? Yeah, no, $3.19. So he came, and again, I can't do the math off the top of my head, but that would be like a 35-36% drop or something. And so he's getting credit for this last little bit. This is what I'm trying to get at, guys. I'm asking you what he did to make any of this happen. He came in right over here. All right, turn this around.
Oh, but Big Daddy, you just said that presidents can't control gas prices, didn't you?
That's all they ever say now. They're trying to just use what was said during the last 4 years with Biden, but they can't think of the nuances to why things happen. It gets really frustrating. They just keep throwing out that same line.
Well, what they don't understand is, you're correct, the president can't control gas prices because you don't have nationalized oil. And the only time the president can directly control them is if you have nationalized oil. However, the president can take steps that then inflate or deflate the price of gas. Like, for example, a war in a place where there's a lot of oil and that controls a strait that a lot of oil travels through.
Oh no. What could that be?
But presidents can't control gas prices. Their black and white thinking gets so difficult to speak towards. It's just so black and white. Like they cannot see anything beyond that.
There's no understanding of nuance whatsoever, and it's so frustrating. It's like they'll ask you to define a really complicated concept, and when you say more than 3 words, they're like, "Hurry it up! Sorry, you asked me to define the entire economy. You're gonna have to give me a moment."
To be fair, I don't think they want nuance. I think they just don't want to be wrong. And having to apply nuance allows them to see that they're wrong. And some people don't want that laid out for them in such a way.
I think that's probably correct. Yeah. I mean, nobody likes to be wrong. Like, I don't think a single person likes it when they're wrong. However, though, it's a very good learning opportunity when you are, and I think it shows a good sign of maturity if you can admit when you're wrong, and especially learn from it.
Well, I was just going to say that if the first time you do something you get it right by accident, you don't really learn anything from it. I talk to the kids I teach about this all the time. The way that we learn is through making mistakes.
Sure.
And being afraid to make mistakes then gives you a closed mindset in which you then won't try new things because you might make a mistake.
Yep. That's very accurate. I mean,
some people learn from it,
I'm
and
happy.
some people double down.
Well, yeah, that is true too. They double down and then crash out. But yeah, I mean, like, listen, I think the first step is acknowledging that no one's ever going to be right 100% of the time. So with that being said, you're going to be wrong. It's fine. It's okay. As Erica said, just learn from it.
I mean,
Daniel?
oh,
Daniel, come on up. Daniel, you can come on up. We can talk about gas prices, okay? Although I may restart here shortly, but I'll give it a little bit more. If you're opposition, hit the request button, please.
Yeah.
Someone mention your name. Oh, hello. Hi, Daniel.
How y'all doing today?
Doing well, doing
Staying
well.
safe, staying out of the heat.
Well, I'm in Florida. It's kind of hard to, but I'm doing my best. I just need to know your age first. How old are you? It's for TikTok.
60.
60. All right, sir. And you happen to vote for Trump?
Yeah, I voted for Trump.
All right. How do you think he's doing?
Do I agree with a lot of the stuff he's doing right now? No.
All right. So as far as the economy, how do you think he's doing?
I don't think any of them's doing worth a shit for the economy right now.
Why did you vote for Trump? I'm curious.
Promises, and I was hoping he'd do a lot. He was better. The way I looked at it, he was better of the two evils at the time.
How was he better than Kamala?
She's as far as I was concerned, she was a traitor to the country and all like that.
How so?
Voicing out against the country and all like that.
She was speaking out against the country? What did she say?
Yep.
What did she say?
Supporting Somalia instead of the country.
Where was this said? We're done.
You cannot have two masters.
Hold on. Where? Well, give me a quote. Is there a quote that you're referring to?
Oh, she's doing it right now up there in Michigan shit now too.
No, I think you're not talking about Kamala Harris. I think you're talking about the lady from Minnesota. What's her name? I can't remember her name.
Yeah,
but
that
it's.
other was in
Is he talking about Ilhan?
Yeah,
I
he's
think he
talking
just
about
thinks
Ilma Rohan.
he just thinks all brown women are the same. Like he just groups them all together. Daniel, is that who you were talking about?
Yeah, the one that's in the Congress right now that they keep going fit about. Yeah.
Right, but that's not Kamala Harris, Daniel. That's
Ilhan
Ilhan
is
Omar.
yeah. Ilhan is not Kamala. Kamala and Ilhan are not the same people.
They may as well be their sisters.
They are
They
not.
act like it.
They are not related,
They're not.
nor are they from
I know
the
they're
same
not
state.
related, but they act like sisters.
They
All
don't
right.
have the same belief systems in most
No.
cases. There are some policies they've agreed on while in Congress, but again, in most cases, Kamala and her are not from the same state. They don't have the same relational.
So Daniel, as far as Harris goes, why did you not vote for her?
I just didn't like her. I didn't like the way she talked or nothing like that, or none of her outlooks on stuff.
All right, like policy-wise, what is something that she had policy-wise that you didn't like?
I didn't see any of her policies I liked.
Did you look at her policy? She had an entire page.
There was a few of them I did, but
Can you tell us one of her policies, Daniel?
Look, I'm getting too damn old for this shit.
To answer a question?
What?
No, to try remembering all her policies.
Just one of them. We're not asking.
Remember all of them, Daniel. You just have to remember.
Is there a policy that sticks out in your mind as something you felt was not agreeable?
She wasn't doing nothing for the veterans, for one.
What did she say that made you think she's not doing anything for the veterans?
Voting against outlooks and helping them.
What is it that she voted against?
If I remember right, she voted against on some of the bills to help the veterans.
I don't think she did.
Not that I'm aware of.
When she was in charge of the Senate, that's when they passed the PACT Act, Daniel, which helped,
Yeah, but some of the
thousands
housing that they had built for the veterans, they took away from them.
That didn't happen while she was in office as VP. There were things that happened after she got out of office because Donald Trump's team decided to pull grants and things for what they called DEI language, but that had nothing to do with Kamala.
That big veteran housing development they had here in Arkansas, it was shut down while Biden was in office.
That had nothing to know. That was not because of Biden.
So there was over 30 bipartisan veteran bills that were passed into law during Biden's presidency in regards to veterans.
Yeah, but how come they lost their housing?
I just want you to acknowledge that there was a lot that was done when she was vice president. And you say that she didn't do anything for them. There was 30 bipartisan bills.
So again, after they got out of office, the Trump administration decided to pull grants, which halted the funding for projects already in progress.
No, this one here shut down while Biden was in office.
It also took people out of the VA workforce.
There was also another one that was signed.
That big housing development they had here in Arkansas, it shut down while Biden was still in office.
There was another bill that was signed when he was in office that helped give support for home caregivers, homeless veterans, and education programs. That was
Correct.
another one that was back.
So if it's shut down now, it's because granting has been pulled. Now, could there have been something in the process where they stopped building it for whatever reason that has nothing to do with federal policies but has something to do with contracts? Yes. However, the granting and the money for these things did not get pulled until Donald Trump took office, and they decided to take out things for what they called DEI language.
Not to mention, when Biden was president, there was actually the biggest percentage increase of their pay for enlisted veterans. I pulled the exact percentage, but it was the biggest ones that they've ever gotten. So I don't know where you're getting this idea that they or Harris, whatever, didn't care about veterans.
The only article I can find about veterans housing closing in Arkansas is from 2012.
No, it was a big, like a apartment complex they had here in Arkansas. They took it away from the veterans.
Where in Arkansas?
Let's see, I think it's just outside of Little Rock.
Right, I just found an article about it. That's from 2012.
Oh, this one here, it shut down while Biden was in office.
Well, I can't find anything about that.
Was Biden in office as president, or was he in office as VP?
He was in office as president when it shut down.
There's no way.
I found an article that says state to close down troubled veterans apartment complex in Little Rock, and it's from 2012.
I see the same thing, and that has nothing to do with federal funding.
Let's see if I can look this one up again.
Hey guys, keep tapping and sharing. We are looking for opposition. Hit the request button if you are.
I mean, if it says state to close something, that's not anything to do with federal funding.
Yeah, it has not. What I'm looking at has nothing to do with federal funding. It was a state decision based off of problems within the organization. That's not federal. And this is important to know because a lot of people like to scream states' rights.
Oh yeah, they love saying that. And if anybody's just joined the live, I hope you're all having a really good day so far. Make sure you give me a follow if you are enjoying the live, and follow Eric and Buzzy. Show them a little bit of support if you guys can.
If you hate me, follow Doug.
There's always that stipulation.
Always have a scapegoat. Never let them box you.
All right, man. You got to come on back, Daniel. Can't wait for you forever.
Here's the thing. I don't know why you choose to lie about things that can be verified, but I will say that Biden's administration was very, very veteran aid happy.
Yeah, I looked it up again. It's showing it. The state shut it down.
Correct, because of problems within that organization that have nothing to do with federal grants.
And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with them buildings.
I don't know if there's anything wrong with the buildings or not. They just said that there was something wrong in general with the organization. So
let me see if this gets to
Because
opposition.
I used
Miss,
to
how you
drive
doing?
by them buildings there all the time, and there's
I'm a
it
girl.
wasn't like they were falling apart or the windows were broke out or nothing
All
like
right.
that.
Miss, how you doing? Are you opposition?
So hey, I'm a little new to TikTok, so I wanted to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. My dad supports Trump big time. My mom is liberal, and I'm in the middle, and I do not support Trump at this time. No.
Okay. Yeah, I am just looking for debates at the moment. Is there anything that you disagree with that's been said up until this point?
Yeah, especially with the veteran thing that the guy was just talking about. I'm a social worker.
Okay. I was talking about with us, just not necessarily guests or something that you disagree with.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'm just looking for opposition. Don't take it personally, okay? All right. With that being said, make sure you guys hit the request button to come on up. And only if you disagree with us. That's it.
I also kind of love when people come up and give you like a small snippet of what their viewpoint could be.
Yeah.
Like, it's always fun. Like when people come up and they're like, this is my viewpoint based off the fact my parents are XYZ, but this is how I feel. Like, it gives you a nice kind of vantage point.
Phil, eggs don't represent all groceries. Unless eggs are the only thing that you eat. When we talk about groceries, we talk about all groceries, not one singular item.
My eggs were $1.50 from a farm down the back road in a little stand at the end of their driveway in a little mason jar.
Yeah, farm fresh eggs are a lot better. Taste a lot better.
And guys, gas is $3.82 nationwide. $3.82. I don't give a fuck what the gas is by you. I literally do not give a fuck. I'm going off nationwide gas prices. Okay?
Oh, the average price?
It is higher than when Trump took office. I don't give a fuck about what you guys are saying gas is by you. All right, Dan, you got anything else?
That's it. I'll talk to y'all after a while. Y'all have a great 4th.
Take care. All right, you too as well.
To answer the question about the mason jar, so it's like a personal farm, and you know you ever scroll on TikTok, you see people that have those like bakery boxes or the little stands outside their house that you can drop money in something and you get something out. This one does that, but they kind of they have a bunch of chickens. It was $1.50. They have a bunch of chickens, and they kind of just put the eggs in whatever they can find, and this time they had them in like the large mason jars.
Ooh, oh, I thought I accidentally invited somebody. Never mind. But yeah, we can look at groceries in general. Let's look at what grocery inflation is at. Hint, hint, it's not going to be negative. All right.
Mason, your gas is not $1.
This is making shit up at
The
this
only
point.
way your gas could be $1 is if you know somebody with a farm that has a gas thing on property for the purposes of their work vehicles, and you go give your grandpa or whoever $1 and go rob gas.
All right, so overall food at home inflation is 2.7%, fresh vegetables of 11.9%, sugar and sweets 7.1%, and like eating out, things like that's 3.5%. Drew, how you doing?
Yo, what up?
Hey, I just need to know your age first. How old are you?
28.
Alrighty, and do you support Trump?
I don't know. I think, yeah, I guess you could say I do.
All right. In relation to the economy, how do you think he's doing?
I don't even know, bro. I feel like right now we're all down bad.
Okay. What do you think he is doing well at?
I mean, we got blowing shit up, I guess.
He's good at blowing stuff up?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to have like a serious conversation or?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Conversations can be rough, man.
Nice of you to pop in. Nice of you to pop in. Have an opinion next time.
I was just telling somebody this in the comment section. They were talking about how expensive beef is. If you have an Amazon Prime membership and you live near Whole Foods has a sale going on grilled meats or meats you can grill for the holiday weekend. Maybe check that out, see if there's something in there you can do something with. Also, ice cream is 50% off until the 7th.
By the way, I have a chart here of the grocery prices since Trump took office. Eggs is the only thing that really went down overall. Everything else, every other main thing has gone on up.
Hang on.
So.
Bald Eagle says Soros was our last president of 4 years.
Oh boy.
Bald Eagle, tell us about Scott Bessent, if you would. Who's Scott Bessent? Go have a look at his career history and then come back to it.
Well, he does suck, Sydney. I agree, but when we talk to Trump supporters, they're not going to say that, so they're going to come up with some other reason.
Bald Eagle also doesn't think Donald Trump has dementia.
You ever read a comment and you just know that in their perspective, the Earth is a meadow, if you will?
I mean, sure, yeah.
Sometimes you just read a comment and you can feel the Earth flatten, like Pennywise from the drainage pipes.
I got to address this YouTube comment. Well, let me address it.
Okay.
Tommy is saying that Trump could be chosen as a VP. No, he cannot. The Constitution is very, very clear about that. He cannot run as VP. Okay? That's it. I don't know why you guys think he could do that.
You have to be eligible to be the president to be eligible to be the VP. And if you've already served 2 terms as president, you're not eligible to serve as the VP.
And to simplify that even further, people think that the VP does nothing. So essentially, if you've been president, then you can circle back and be VP. Basically, if you did 2 terms as a president, you still have 2 terms as VP.
No, David, I can't. I'm not even going to play into that, David. I don't even want to entertain that.
Did anyone
it's not something that should be. Sorry.
Have you guys watched the video of who was was it I can't remember what president it was, but of Donald Trump talking to like a hologram of an ex-president and talking to him like it was a real person.
You know, if there was one
I saw that.
If there was one ex-president I think Donald should have a conversation with, not for the sake of humanity, but for the sake of the economy, probably Clinton. But I doubt Clinton would ever talk to him.
Oh, hang on. So it was Teddy. It was Teddy Roosevelt. I was confused because I was like, I'm sure Roosevelt was in a wheelchair, but it makes sense that it was Teddy Roosevelt would freaking hate Donald Trump. Donald Trump's trying to build over the national parks.
Every fucking president would hate him.
That were his crowning achievement.
All right, I gotta address this one. Where did it go? Where the fuck did it go? Where did the comment go? Oh, how's the stock market looking? How's the crime numbers looking? Y'all are so weak. 86 Sting GT. Can you tell me a president in recent times where the stock market didn't hit an all-time high? Point to me a singular president in which the stock market was down by the end of their presidency compared to when they came into office. You're not going to find a single one. And again, crime also, and I already addressed this when I first went live because we talked about this. Crime overall has been going down for decades and decades and decades. So, if you want to say that Trump somehow lowered crime, you're just going to have to tell me how he did it.
I mean, just not because I think Clinton is a good person, obviously, but he's great at math. And I think right now, somebody being great at math could be very beneficial.
I mean, anything would be beneficial over what we currently have. All right, I'm trying to pull up the crime numbers over here. Oh, we have a guest. Legendary, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
You sound very, very far away.
1 second. I had a fan in my garage on. Anywho, how you guys doing?
Great. You still sound a little far away, though, but I just need to know your age for TikTok terms of service, please.
46 this year, 1980, July 27th.
All right. I appreciate it. Did you happen to vote for Trump or support him?
I don't vote. I don't vote.
What?
Fortunately, I don't vote. Because I'm not an employee of a corporation.
You what?
I know it sounds funny, but hear me out. All corporations, I know it sounds funny. At first, I thought it was funny too, until you actually did the research and how the structure of the U.S. government is a corporation. And it might sound a batshit crazy for a second, but they write in all caps. Anything they have is all caps, and all caps is a corporation. It's not a federal entity.
The hills most certainly have eyes, Doug.
Are you a sovereign citizen?
Well, if you had to write that on paper, what is sovereign?
So you are. So you are one.
I mean,
both hills have eyes.
Like, no. Check it out. You're gonna laugh. It's like saying negative plus 1 equals 2 when it cross cancels each out. So the word informality in a sentence is one thing for sovereignty, and citizen is another thing. The complete opposite. So all you're saying is plus 1, negative 1.
The hills have eyes, and Jeepers Creepers is real.
Go ahead, Erica.
No, this is seriously. You guys check it out. Check it out.
Hi. So, no.
Yeah.
Stop. I'm going to ask you a slightly different question. Different question. Do you think laws imposed by the U.S. government and the state that you live in apply to you?
So I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to give a paraphrase first, and then I'm going to answer the question.
It's a yes or a no.
It's like playing a game with Jigsaw.
No, it's not. It's because people want quick, simple, but they don't look at the whole thing of it. It's the mechanism of anything. They're all like the average person's in an assumption world. Isn't that why you're on here? To talk, to debate, or have a conversation? Because everyone's trying to figure everything out, right? But if you go down to third grade grammar,
I can't have a conversation with absence of logic. I mean, I could try. Yes, I could try.
I could get there, but you guys gotta think outside the box here. I used to be that person. And then I woke up one day, and not woke, like woke. It clicked. Third grade grammar applies to our lives on a daily basis. And if you don't apply that to what's around you and what you assume is reality, it won't last.
If you squint really hard, you can see E.T.'s finger coming across the screen.
Coming from people that probably eat a lot of Frito-Lays and drink a lot of alcohol. No wonder why you guys are
I'm sober, and I do not
drink.
I can't have gluten. I don't eat most things.
I eat gluten, but it comes from real sourdough with 3 ingredients. But
I can't medically have gluten, and I don't drink because of the whole gluten thing. So I do not fall into this category.
So Buzzy, let me ask you a question: what type of glutens are there? Is there real gluten? No, hear me out. Hear me out. There's a real gluten. No, hear me out. I know this guy's getting frustrated, but it goes back to why hasn't Trump made gas groceries cheaper yet? Because the whole system is failing. It's monopoly. It's a fake dollar, and it's eventually going to crash.
What's your solution?
It has no choice.
Okay,
it has no choice.
What's
and
your
that's
solution?
Why things are getting expensive.
So what's your solution?
What's that?
So what is your solution?
Well,
what do you think should be done?
Well, we have to go back to real tangible things.
Okay. Like?
Well, history, so what was going on today happened 100 years ago and 100 years prior to that. It's every 100 years, the same thing keeps repeating itself worldwide. Doesn't matter.
So what's the solution?
It's based upon history.
So what should we do?
We're going to have to go back to tangible. Well, so we're going to have to go back to tangible, gold, silver, anything that's tradable, that's real tangible, right?
Hang on, but gold is only, hang on. But gold is only,
I'm hanging.
The problem with your argument is that gold actually doesn't have value. It only has value because we apply value to it. The same as a dollar bill doesn't really have value. It only has value because we apply value to it. So actually, gold is no more tangible than a dollar bill. Things that are tangible are food, things like food, like a chicken is tangible, carrots are tangible, potatoes are tangible. Your idea that gold is more tangible than a dollar bill is wrong.
I never said that, for one. I just said
You
we're coming
just said
out
we
to...
need to go back to things that are tangible, like gold and
Correct.
silver.
Correct, 100%. But I didn't say gold had no had all value or no value. I just said that what's going on is the system keeps repeating itself every 100 years. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
And
so
if history
hang
bothers
on.
people, I wish them luck in life. That's where I'm getting at. This is more of a etymology perspective. This is
What?
more of a history perspective. Etymology, most people don't know that word. It stands
Etymology
for
of what?
Yeah,
root
but that's not.
terminology.
You're not using. I was gonna say you're not using the word
Yeah.
correctly. You're talking about the history and the connection of language, the root cause of words. That's not what this would be.
Well, they're all tied. They're all tied together because we're going back to that old system. Trump
But
talks about it all the time.
etymology is not the connection of thoughts. It's quite
No,
literally the
we're not
connection.
doing thoughts. We're doing facts. We're not doing
No, but
thoughts. We're doing
even then,
facts.
right,
Etymology
Legendary,
would not be the
describe.
word to. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, describe
Yeah,
what etymology
etymology is
means.
the study. Etymology is a study of root words and why they are who they are.
No.
No.
Well, if you hang
Yes,
on, if you're
etymology
going to
is the
be
study
studying,
of root
stop,
words.
Legendary, stop. If you're going to make a claim based on some kind of knowledge of words, you shouldn't be calling words who, because words are things. It would be what.
I just used a pronoun, and you want me to throw a adverb out there too?
No, right.
I mean, come on.
First
You know,
of all, no, stop. Who is not a pronoun?
I love that the comment section is funnier than me.
Well, we know they struggle with pronouns, so I'm not surprised.
I love that the comment section is funnier than me. They're doing so well.
The word who is not a pronoun, Legendary.
Doug, someone just typed I was a pronoun.
I think they were saying I.
Yeah,
was
I
a
think so.
pronoun.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if this other guest is opposition. Let's go from there. Hey, everyone. Keep tapping and sharing if you're enjoying live. Make sure you send the heart me. Give me a follow. Follow Eric and Buzzy. Show them some support if you all can. A little bit of gifts go a long way. Thank you, Cindy. And if you're watching on the tube, if you can please like the live and subscribe if you're enjoying that. That'd be great. All right.
It's even funnier without the comma that's supposed to be there. God, I love you guys. So funny.
Mods, you guys can try to bring up people from the comments because there's nobody else in the box, please. We can get to new guests at that point. I don't know what else to say to you, Legendary. I don't know. I don't know.
Pronouns are who and where.
It goes back to, like I said, it goes back to the average person don't even know grammar, even know how to talk, write, or speak.
What's a
So what are
semicolon
we doing
used
here?
for?
What are we doing here?
What's a semicolon used for?
What is a colon used for?
No, sorry.
It's the same thing, but it continues a sentence for a second fact.
Semicolon
It
and a
continues
colon
the
are
sentence
not
for a
used
second
for the same
fact.
thing. No.
I speak real English. You might speak legalese or whatever you speak.
Sorry,
but I
are you
speak
telling me?
real proper
Are you telling me
English.
that you speak? I'm not only speaking English. I am fucking English, sir.
Anytime
Don't
you
tell
use
me
I,
you're
you're using
speaking
as
real
a
English.
subject in a
Which
sentence.
colon? The
You're
one I
not the
used to
subject in a
digest
sentence.
food?
Have a good one. You guys are dumb. I swear to God.
Which colon? The one I used to digest food? Come on, please.
All right, guys, we're looking for opposition. Kenneth, I see you. I'm bringing you on up, but I'm only looking for debate. So as long as you disagree, we can have you up. Kenneth, how you doing?
Damn, I wanted to. Fuck. I want to talk to that idiot. I've heard this.
Yeah, I get it. But
I've heard this argument about like going back to the gold standard and all this stuff. How does going back to the gold standard improve people's lives and shit? It's just
I don't
like
think he was going to be able to
argument.
explain that. Yeah. Anyways, let me go ahead and bring you down because I am looking for opposition.
No problem.
No, you're good. You're good. Take care,
good.
okay? Yeah, I sometimes hear that from guests, but
was he going to argue that a semicolon was somebody who'd had a surgery to remove part of their colon?
Listen, I was laughing too hard. Listen, I just want you to know the comment section. And when he said the colon, somebody in the comment said, which colon? The one I used to digest food.
I was thinking of saying something like that too. That's where my mind went.
Just the comment section became very hilarious.
And then the way he pronounced legalese. Someone said, "Is he Patrick Starr?" Oh God.
All right, let's bring this guest up. Remember, guys, we're only looking for opposition. Only. And Shadow, well, I see a lot of people already respond to you. Shadow, I want you to tell me what the national average is for gas prices. Tell us what that is. Please and thank you.
Why
Thanks,
do
Summer.
some of the most questionable people have anime usernames?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people in general who are just really shitty just have profile pictures not of themselves so they can be more anonymous.
No, but they have usernames rooted in anime, which means they watch, and it's very confusing because some of the animes that they are named after. Anyway.
I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you there. Sometimes people are just shitty, I guess.
True. I guess it was more of a group class question. But it's 185 people watching this. I just a little confused.
All right, let's bring this guest down. Remember, guys, we're only looking for opposition.
Correct, Infectious. They are always animes that are ideologically opposed to them.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Not much. I just need to know your age. How old are you?
I'm a 25-year-old.
All right. Did you happen to vote for Trump?
Yeah.
All right. Why do you have a profile picture that's not you?
My girlfriend.
That's weird. Okay. How do you think Trump is doing in relation to the economy? How do you think Trump is doing in relation to the economy?
I mean, I went to the grocery store today, and all my groceries were like $50.
So how is Trump doing with the economy?
I mean, the economy is pretty great.
And what are you using to assess greatness?
Yeah, like what measurement are you
What
using?
are you using to assess not greatness? I don't really know like what we're talking about here. There are multiple factors for economic greatness.
Overall, if we look at last year and previous, to a certain extent, we saw that the economy stabilized a little bit. Recently, it's been on a little downhill slide with some fluctuations, depending on which market you're looking at. So what are you using to say that the economy is great when currently economists are reporting that the economy is very unstable?
So I don't even know. Everything in my life is cheaper,
What do you mean cheaper? How can you assess that groceries are cheaper?
My groceries are cheaper. My gas is like cheaper.
But how can you objectively prove that your groceries are cheaper?
All right, let me get this right. So, I went to the store last year, right? And a glass or a bottle of milk, whatever you want to call it, or a carton or some shit like that. Half of something like that was $4. And now I go to the grocery store and it's $3.
Okay, so again, when we're talking about groceries as a whole, we're not talking about singular items. Groceries. Can you prove that groceries in general are lower? I have no idea. I don't know where you're.
Where are you shopping at by chance? Because on average, as reported by the government, the cost of meat is up and the cost of dairy
milk goes up.
is up.
The milk prices are up.
Why don't you just go vegetarian then?
Well, hold on. I have the average milk prices right now. The average milk price is $4.22, and then when Trump took office, though, it was $4.03.
That's good. My goodness.
So that's an increase.
Actually,
Susan,
that's an increase. You're right. Yeah, I know that. I know math, dumbass.
Well,
yeah, but that's only like by 8. So,
but milk is not down though. In groceries overall, if we go through all the groceries, on average, they're up. Also, like grocery inflation is like about 3%. So,
like, what do you eat, bro? Do you eat like soy and Twinkies and shit?
So, can you show me that groceries are cheaper?
I mean, shit, they're cheaper for me.
What are you buying? Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you buying and where do you shop at? Like, okay,
I shop at I shop at Giant.
Can you objectively prove to us that groceries are cheaper? You saying so doesn't make it so.
Yes. What are you talking about? Like,
I want you to objectively prove to us that groceries are cheaper.
Do you want me to like show you?
Well, you would have to show me a receipt from when Trump came into office the same exact items that you're getting now. That's how you would have to prove it, yeah.
I don't touch receipts because then I'd end up like you.
You're one of those people that are afraid of getting estrogen from receipts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're that weak that you can't even touch a receipt.
Yeah, Doug, imagine having a beard and big muscles. How you must have been, I don't know, like, whereas, yeah, I'm not, yeah, that's weird that you
I
would
do
say that.
steroids and I have bigger muscles than this guy.
Okay, but that's not a flex that you do something illegal to get your to get your muscles.
Where did he say he shops at? I've never heard of. Oh, he's gone.
Again, guys, you can't just tell us that, hey, things are cheaper at the grocery store. You need to prove it, okay? Because I can
I
just
was
say the
gonna
opposite.
say, like, the only way that's really possible, just looking at the averages. Oh, Judger said giant. Yeah, I haven't heard of giant, unless it's like one of those discount food chains. Because I was gonna say there are some discount stores for, at least in the South. I don't know about the North, but in the South they have discount grocery stores, and sometimes you can fill your refrigerator for under $100. It's possible, but it just depends on where you're going.
All right, we got a guest here. Justin, how are you doing?
Hey, what's up, Doug?
Not much, not much. I just need to know your age before we move forward, please.
1980.
All right, sounds good. And did you happen to vote for Trump?
No, I don't like that guy.
Okay. I am just really looking for debates. Is there anything that you disagree with?
Yeah, so if you see my name, I'm going back to the gal that said I didn't know grammar, but if you look at my name, my grammar's perfect in a colon. And I do know what semicolons are. And this is when I come back to prove the facts of real freaking grammar. No one talks. I can't help you. Most people speak dum-dum.
I just want to tell you.
It is what it is.
No, I just want to tell you, I've taught English in an English school to English children. You can be quiet.
Also,
so he made an entirely new account just because of that?
Probably.
What the fuck?
But to ignore that chaos and focus on the matter at hand, the person that said that I was dreaming about the discount grocery stores. So in the South, there are grocery stores, and they have different names. But essentially what happens is if there's overstock at the traditional grocery stores that everybody knows that are a part of the chains, they can purchase food from those stores at a discounted rate, and they sell them to the public. And then there used to, I don't know, like there's still some of them, but there's not many. They are bread stores. They're discounted bread stores where you can go in there and get goods also for discounted prices. Now, a lot of bread stores, I think, have closed a little bit before COVID, or a little bit before COVID they did. And after COVID, especially, just because it's not sustainable, the cost versus the traffic kind of thing. But those stores do exist.
It's the same here. There's stores like, there's one called B&M. There's a few different ones where they tend to stock things that are very close to their sell-by date. So if you go in there and you buy like soda, you'll have to drink it within the next month rather than within the next year or 2 years in order for it to be like within its sell-by date. But because you're buying stuff that's so close to its sell-by date, it's very cheap.
Yeah, that makes sense. Day-old meat, exactly.
Oh, see, someone said that we have them around here too. Usually ours is expired goods though. And then they also have bread stores. So yeah, not all of it. So I have heard that too. Some people say that, like Erica was saying, close to expired. I've heard a lot of people say they're close to expired, and I've heard some people say that they're actually expired. I know in the small town that my family is from in Alabama, like the bread store did not have expired goods. It's just like you could go in there and you could get your bread for like $1 or whatever, and it wasn't expired. But I also, for the prices that they're selling these things at in the discount store, I fully believe that they have expired things in there. It's quite plausible.
Thanks for the gifts, guys. For gifting panelists, appreciate it. Let's see what the YouTube comments are up to.
You can buy a loaf of bread in a British grocery store, like a big grocery store, for less than $1. And it doesn't have all the preservatives in it that American bread has in it. British groceries are way cheaper than they are in the United States.
To the person that asked if they're publicly owned or privately owned, I want to say that they're privately owned. But I do know that there's at least one discount chain. I just can't think of the name. There's at least one discount chain, but I think a lot of them are like privately owned.
This YouTube comment, very interesting. What does it say? Their mind is vote blue no matter who, would even vote for a potato or a schnauzy if it were, sorry, the grammar's not bad, if it were a Dem. Oh, wait, they already did. Who is a schnauzy that Democrats voted for Unhinged? I'd love to hear that.
If the choice, I'm going to be honest with you. If the choice was between an actual potato and Donald Trump, I think the potato is capable of making better decisions. I'm fully like the lettuce and Liz Truss. The lettuce was definitely better.
Somebody said Obama was a schnauzy. Like, you guys don't know what these words mean. You guys are just saying words that you just think are insults. I think they think like socialist, Nazi, all that, like, are just like words that you say to somebody if you disagree with them, like if you don't like their political views. Well, you must be this thing. Like, they don't know what it means at all. Yeah, they're just using it as buzzwords.
It's like people that will say you're a communist, fascist. No, you can't be both of those things at the same time.
Well, I mean, everybody they listen to just uses those words as buzzwords. Obama and Fox News and all of them, so they just inherit what they say, pretty much.
Oh, somebody asked a great question. They asked, is groceries affordable at Dollar Tree? So Dollar Tree is no longer just $1. Also, no longer just $1.25 or $1.50. They have items in there that go up to $20, which is very strange. At any rate, the thing about Dollar Tree is they usually have limited groceries, but I will say if you only have a certain amount of money to spend, there are tons of creators on this very app that we're on that do Dollar Tree dinners, and they'll tell you how many people the meal can feed, and that might be an affordable way to feed your family. It's not bad, it just also is circumstantial because every Dollar Tree is different depending on what area you're in.
I was watching a chef the other day, an American chef, who now I don't know what his username is, but he now exclusively does content buying ingredients from Dollar Tree, and he doesn't include any like seasonings in his cooking, because one of the things he said was he was doing these recipes that were affordable, but some of the things he was making the assumption that people would have Chef Mo, that's their name. He was making the assumption that people would have like a store cupboard at home that would have like your basic herbs and spices in. And lots of people were saying, I don't have those things. I don't have like a store cupboard that has like chili powder and garlic powder and onion powder and, all of that stuff. So now he exclusively makes things that don't have those things, and he'll use alternative ingredients. So like if it's a recipe that's generally made with beef mince, he'll buy cheap sausages and make it with the interior of the cheap sausages and stuff. No, it was I think it's really good because there are a lot of people who are living in that situation.
And I will definitely say that if you're someone like me, like I have a shellfish allergy and I have a gluten allergy, if you're someone like me and you can't have certain things, no, it's not really something that you can do feasibly. I thought about trying it because I meal prep for the week. Like one day of the week, I'll cook all of my meals. So I thought about trying it because I meal prep for the week. Just to see if it's possible. But again, you can't be like having a selective diet, like medically selective, and then also trying to find affordable food. Like gluten-free food is insanely expensive. Bread, at least in America, like if you're in California, I think when I was in California, a loaf of bread was $10. Here in Florida, a gluten-free loaf of bread is $6 to $8, depending on the bread. So, like, it just really depends.
Keep tapping sharing, everybody. And if you haven't sent your heart me, go ahead and do that if you can. And follow Buzzy and Erica. If you voted for Trump, hit the request button. You guys have the number to call on the tube as well. It's posted in the comments. Thank you. I appreciate that. Gluten-free sourdough.
Doug, I have now lost 73 pounds.
That's great. That's really, really good. When did you start losing the weight again? How long ago?
About 2 years ago. It's been very gradual.
Yeah. No, that's really good.
And I stopped. I wasn't losing anything for a little bit, but I kept plowed on. Plowed on.
I like your choice of words right there, but okay.
If only I'd get plowed on, but you know, it is what it is.
We hear that word very often when we do the body count live. I feel like we hear that word all the time. I don't want a woman that was plowed.
I don't want a woman who's ran through.
Yeah.
It would be run through, by the way. If we're going to be grammatically correct, it would be a woman who's run through, not a woman who's ran through. Otherwise, you're talking about the woman running through somewhere, like.
Well, maybe I may restart it a little bit.
Who needs grammar when you have vibes? Okay, Erica.
Vibes over everything else. Vibes over data, over sources, over anything.
Yeah, why have grammar when you can vibes?
Vibes and pattern recognition. Don't forget pattern recognition.
Oh yeah, and etymology. Do you think he meant entomology?
I think he meant entomology, which is why I was actually like, I would asked him to define what he was talking about because I was just going to give him the correct word. Someone said I was being facetious in the comment section. I genuinely was not being facetious. I was just going to give him the correct word because I don't think he meant etymology.
I think it's just like when we talk to other guests where they learn a sort of big word and they just decide to use it just randomly, not even in the correct context.
Well, like Erica was saying, like etymology and etymology, if you say them too quickly, they sound the same. So if it's something that like he kind of just picked up, it's very possible that he thought entomology was etymology when they said it.
This is true. All right, guys. Well, yeah, let's restart. We can do a different topic, though. You guys want to do a different one? Maybe we can do the body count one again. I did that 2 days ago, I think. You guys want to do body count? Very different vibe. Very different.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to some incels.
You know what? Who doesn't want to be able to lock in a key, Doug?
All right. Well,
who doesn't
or
want
a
to be
used car.
compared to?
A used car.
Who doesn't want to be compared to a car with 100,000 miles on it?
A caravan, if you will.
All right. Well, let's. If you guys enjoyed the live, follow myself, Erica, and Buzzy. People on YouTube, I'll be restarting. Give me a few minutes. We're going to do a different topic. We're going to be talking about body count and whether it matters or not. If you don't know what body count is, it's how many people you have slept with. I appreciate everybody who gifted, followed, all that good stuff. Buzzy, Erica, want to say anything before I restart?
The chickens are free.
Thank you.
Erica. I want, but by the time we come back, I want to know how many eggs are in a gallon. Thank you.
All right. I will see you guys all in a few minutes. I just got to make something real quick and then I'll restart.